Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me. Lean back, come on, get relaxed. Take another hit, headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me. I am back, I am better than ever. I survived a little storm and kept my own shit together. But inside my desperation, I was seeking desperate measures. There's a change up in the season, and I'm just a little weathered. There's a thin line between happiness and misery. Pursue the truth, life is not a fucking mystery. Get a clue, common sense is not your enemy. I was just like you, concerned with just the victory. I used to be a hothead, got a firm grip on my temper. I'm on that next level, balanced and I'm centered. Pain is dangerous, it seems to be my motivator. I'm the type to shoot first and ask the questions later. Can't tell me nothing, this motherfucker knows I tried. I sent him messages, 1,000 prayers with no reply. Can't call my nightmares with a motherfucking lullaby. So fire up that cigarette, pour a shot that multiplies. Lean back, come on, get relaxed. Take another hit, headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me. Lean back, come on, get relaxed. Take another hit, headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me.
Sorry guys, I'm just getting started here. Give me just a minute.
I'm hell-bent in this first attempt, gotta keep the pace. If God forgives, I'm ready to live this life full of unpromised days. So fuck it now, I'm all in. Hate motherfuckers wanna keep me down, and what goes around, it comes around. If heaven don't want me, then I'm hell-bound. And inside my man, it's Southside land. Set fire to the past, walk through these ashes. Fighting for the best, step black, for the shopping. Come and take a ride with me, motherfucker, hop in. Welcome back, got a full clip. All aboard this crazy train. No money, no cars, no champagne. But I'm still alive, and I can't complain. But trauma-free, it's plain to see. Getting used to these growing pains. Success is certain, back to work, and goddamn, I can feel the change. Side of the coin, I'm paranoid. At the surface, I play it cool, and I'm afraid of heights. But out of spite, you put me up on this pedestal. But I love you, and I can't deny. Drive myself crazy with the reasons why I can't come to terms with the word goodbye. And the reason is, there's no reply. Spread some sunlight on my darkest
Yeah, my dad's alright. He had an issue, and they called an ambulance. And that's when I got there, and they were checking him out. But he decided he got to feeling better and decided he didn't. Basically, if he knows if he gets COVID, it's going to be pretty bad. So he decided he didn't want to go to the hospital. Got to feeling better. They hung out for, I don't know, probably close to an hour, and then they went on and we got him in the house and set him down, and that was about it. Like a dizzy spell, unable to breathe, shortness of breath, and chest pain, and I don't know.
Should I listen to God and all his prophets? Listen to the greed that aligns my pocket. Listen to the hypocrites compared to the prophet. Listen to the pain that I clearly adopted. I can't move on when I'm stuck in the past. Hard to forget with a flag at half-mast. Hard to live when the move so fast. And everything around me is made of glass. And I want to let you know that I got the message. Stuck in the rut and I'm up for suggestions. But where the fuck is the light in my tunnel? So hand me the balance, I'm starting to stumble. They always say that the strong survive. How do we know too young to die when happiness is in short supply?
Thank you, Rob.
Jesus, man. How did me and Mike Penny end up with the same title? Oh, thank you.
Show me the beauty when the color fades. Give me the courage so I'm not afraid. Spread some sunlight in my darkest days. Spread some sunlight in my darkest days. Show me the beauty when the color fades. Give me the courage so I'm not afraid.
Mark Penane has the exact same title as me somehow. We haven't talked about Jason Q in a minute. That's what we're going to check in on tonight. I didn't have time to finish what I was working on before the show started, so we're going to check in with Jason Q and do some other things. Feature another channel I found today.
Welcome to my sideshow. Enjoy the free admission. The drama club isn't accepting submissions. Done with all that bullshit. This
Mark, you
family's
think
not
you'd
the
catch on? It seems like she does that quite a bit.
Try to prevent these adventures such
I'm just saying.
You in the end, I take 2 steps forward and I take 3 steps back. You can hear the contradiction, maybe I really am a psychopath. The meaning in life, it's not a secret that you keep. It's days and weeks of feeling weak, no sleeping and repeat. Lose your mind and then you find
I got an update that BT was working on something for us. I think Intel Lady might be working on something for us. We got some stuff coming.
Let it be your intervention. Lean back, come on, get relaxed. Take another hit, headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me. Lean back, come on, get relaxed. Take another hit, headed for a relapse.
There you go, Yori.
Lose your mind with me. I sit back and I reflect and I think about the past. It's set in stone, I have to view it through the glass. Made a lot of mistakes, I'm learning to adapt. I sit alone and overanalyze the aftermath. No straight and narrow, always seeking out a shortcut. And in the further back, see me playing catch up in the days of sin wonder. Are my days really numb? But shit, I don't know, but I ain't getting any younger. Not made up, what I made of. I suggest that you just keep it zip. Had to lose my brother to learn the value of relationships. I can't forget, I take myself a little trip down memory lane. It's as real as it gets. Sometimes I scare myself from what I really might do. I keep telling you, I've got a couple screws loose, but you refuse to believe the things that I say to you. That's okay, you can join me in the institute. Lean back, come on, get relaxed. Take another hit, headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me.
Hey, G.I. Jane, I was waiting for you to pop up in the chat. What's up?
Headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me.
Joel, are you feeling better? Yeah, is Joel in the chat? I didn't see it. Joel, you doing all right, man? I never did see you. I never did see your responses yesterday.
Just a little weather. There's a thin line between happiness and misery.
G.I. Jane, did you see that Gucci's and Stop Speeding found a dead body on their live stream? While they were walking around Los Angeles, there was just a dead guy, apparently.
It seems to be my motivator. I'm the type to shoot first and ask the questions later. Can't tell me nothing.
What is going on over there?
No reply. Can't call my nightmares with a motherfucking lullaby. So fire up that cigarette. Pour a shot to multiply. Lean back, come on, get relaxed. Take another hit, headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me. Lean back, come on, get relaxed. Take another hit, headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me.
I've started to consider the thought that people who were once honorable men, who served, who actually maybe at one time had some cool intel and some information and some secret info they were entrusted with, how knives snapped and either are addicted to the attention or refusing to live in reality to the point to where they don't even realize they're making up bullshit. There's not many other options. There's not like, oh, this did happen and he's telling the truth. Like, some of the stuff we're disputing are things that just can't happen. Like, no.
All aboard this crazy train. No money, no cars, no champagne, but I'm still alive and I can't complain. But drama free, it's plain to see. Getting used to these growing pains. Success is certain. Back to work.
All right, boys, here we go. I'm not good, buddy, but I finally found someone to take me to the... Hell, I'll take you to the clinic. If you need a ride, I'll come get you, bud. You're not that far. Here we go, guys. Let's get started.
Hey. Hey.
Teach me how to ducky.
Hey.
Baby like.
What?
Will you teach me how to ducky? You know why? Cause all my bitches
Oh
love me.
shit, Joel.
All I need is a beat that's super bumping. And for you, to back it up and dump it.
Pump it out.
Put your arms out front, clean side to side. They gon' be on you when they see you hit that Dougie, right?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody fucking with my bro from Morningside. He go by Bubba and he hit the dance with thunder.
Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky.
All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. You ain't fucking with my Dougie. Break it down.
You're good, man. I didn't say I'll help you, dude. If I gotta drive down there, I'll help you. It's probably like like an hour for me or something.
Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky.
I ain't from Dallas, but I D-town boogie. I show my moves off now if buddy trying to do me. I lead our functions and all the ladies trying to screw me. Now you just do you and I'ma do me.
Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky.
Word.
Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky.
All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. You ain't fucking with my Dougie.
This is a really hard job. Literally.
Help us.
Say what?
That is a remix provided by BT. Teach Me How to Doughy, I think is what we should start calling it. Teach Me How to Doughy. I'm Will Bird. This is Cold Beer Confessional. If you follow my Telegram, I didn't have time to really put it anywhere else, but if you follow my Telegram, I put in there that my dad had an issue and I took off and was trying to figure that out. And he ended up all right. Like he had a spell where he felt like he couldn't breathe. Got dizzy, needed to go outside. Then he felt like he was going to pass out. They called an ambulance. The ambulance showed up. He didn't want to go to the hospital because he's afraid he'll get COVID and then die from it. Even though he's had the jab because he's at such high risk. It seems like that's no guarantee. It just I don't even know what that's for. So, anyways. I went by and checked on him, hung out while the EMTs were there and hung out for a little bit longer. He seems like he's doing all right. Got to feeling better. Even the EMTs were feeling better about it by the time they left. At first, they kind of wanted to make him go. And then by the time they were ready to leave, they were feeling better about it too. So he's there. They got 911 on speed dial. If they need to cut, the EMT said call if they need anything else. And if they come back, they're taking him no matter what. So, hopefully he stays feeling better. I'm Will Bird. This is the Cold Beer Confessional with a late start, and I didn't get to finish some stuff that I was working on because I got distracted earlier in the day by something else. But it's all right. We still got content to cover. So thank you for joining us tonight. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the Facebook page, like the video on Facebook, like the video here, subscribe on YouTube. If you want to support the stream financially, there's other ways to do that. Coldclub.com, which is Stream Elements, buymeacoffee.com/cold beer, and then the GoFundMe still running. It seems like we might be moving another step forward today in trying to get into a house. So I appreciate all your guys' help. It wouldn't have been possible without you guys helping us, and the moral support and everything else. The financial support's great, but just you guys being there. I don't know. I was really down and depressed, so I thank you guys for that. The way we're going to start the show, is I found somebody new, and I don't want to mispronounce her name, but I'm going to try to say it. Adiola Fahun. She is South African, I believe. She sounds like the narrator on the Preacher videos, but she covers the preachers and their scandals. So I thought it would be cool to get her point of view and what she's been covering. She covers it a lot more in depth. I just watch it and laugh. She actually covers it, does some research on it and stuff. So we'll see how that works. Me and Carolyn And I don't know what to say. That's. I mean, it's good. You're good that he returned home, but that whole thing's a fucking mess. I can't even talk about it. I get so mad. Anyways, this is her, and I'll drop a link to her channel, but we're going to watch a couple of her videos. This is one where she's talking about Prophet Bashiri. Now, Prophet Bashiri is the one that was fighting with Panty Prophet. And they both started at the same church, and then Panty Prophet blamed everything on Bashiri, and then Bashiri was ran out of the country. And this is Prophet Bashiri is caught faking a miracle. Let's see what she's got to say.
Still in South Africa, the man of God has done it again. Actually, he did this in 2015. It's more than 2 years now that this thing happened. But his followers are recently circulating it online as legitimate miracle. And I'm like, that is not legitimate. I'm talking about your favorite pastor, you know, the #1 prophet in Africa, according to him. That is a Prophet Bushiri, originally from Malawi, based in South Africa. So in this video that we're about to show you, the man of God is about to perform a miracle. And I think we should just walk through the miracle together.
Seriously, Joel, I'm serious. If you need a ride or something or whatever, we're only using the one car for the school. I'm just like an hour away, man. I'll come help you or give you a ride or sit with you at the clinic or whatever you need to do. We go do sperm donations and freeze them together. We can switch them together. This is actually on regular speed. I know it sounds sped up, but it's not.
No, this one. Come. I see a miracle happening.
So first of all, he wants us to believe he just picked like a random person, but seriously, there is nothing random about this miracle. This thing was planned.
Do you have children?
Yes, man of God.
How many? Two. This child needs prayer.
Go deeper, man of God.
Do I know the names of your children?
No, man of God.
Did you tell me?
No, I didn't tell you.
Huh?
No.
So he says that the man's children.
No, I didn't tell you. So he's questioning him about his children. You got children? Do I know their names? No. And then what do you want to bet he knows their names?
Children need prayer, and he wanted to pronounce the name of one of his children, and then he said that he couldn't pronounce the child's name.
Go deeper, Papa. Prophesy, man of
How
God.
do you pronounce this one? Just wait.
So God supposedly didn't give him the
So God only gave him the spelling of his child's name, not the pronunciation.
child's name. So he said, why not just capture the child's face on an iPad using spiritual power?
Hey, by the way, Johnny, I don't know if you left yesterday before we got to it, but Don Shipley does talk about Jaco later on in that video he's watching. I know you went to see Jason Q too.
But wait.
Prophesy.
Why should I be struggling yet I can capture her in the spirit? Who has an iPad? An iPad.
Prophesy.
Can I use this?
He has to ask for an iPad. He's going to spell out the kid's name because he can't pronounce it.
iPad and capture.
This is not Panty, and this is not the Golden Mike preacher. Those are two different guys. So we've got the first one we ever covered was Alf. Alf Lukea. I am Alf Lukea. The second one after that was Mbaro. Mbaro is the Panty preacher. Alf is the golden microphone. Okay, so we got Alf and his golden microphone. Then second, we had Mbaro and the panties. He has you hold your genitalia while you pray. This is a third and completely different preacher called, his name is Bashiri. Bashiri and the Panty preacher were in a church together. And they got in trouble with some of the investors and for spending some of the money weird ways and blah, blah, blah. And Panty Pastor blamed everything on Bashiri. Bashiri got tied up in court and had to flee the country to avoid getting arrested. That's this guy. This guy doesn't even live there anymore because he had to flee the country.
Did you hear him saying that who has an iPad? I'm wondering why he didn't take one from the back, because he wants us to believe that this was a random iPad that he would use. So the miracle is that the man of God has supernatural power to capture the picture of anyone that he wants spiritually using an iPad. Well, I don't know why he has to use an iPad. I don't know why he didn't just say appear.
He can capture supernatural photos of anybody he wants using an iPad.
And the face would appear.
He said he actually said something about that, Johnny. He said that he has to verify Jaco as a real seal probably 3 times a week. because everybody contacts him. I found someone to take me and stay with me. Old friend from Florida, move to Seville. Okay, well, I'm just saying, if you need somebody any other time, or I swear, I'll drive down there. I got extra cars. My mom and dad got the Jeep. I'll probably bring it, a Jeep Cherokee. We go down there and have at it.
Should I use it? Should I capture the picture? Can I capture?
Major picture, voila!
So now I want. Yeah.
Should I use it? Should I capture the picture? Can I capture?
So now I want you guys to pay attention to how the man of God captures someone's picture spiritually.
Professor Major One. Oh, deeper man of God. Professor.
Wow, I'm done. That's it. Rewind that thing.
Oh, deeper man of God.
Is it that I'm not saying correctly with?
Did he just click on the most recent picture on the iPad? So when I take a picture with my phone, now to be fair, I don't have an iPad. We have Android devices. But when I take a picture, when I pull up my camera and I'm looking through it, in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little circle with the last picture of video I took. And if I click that, it'll bring up the last picture of video I took. Most of them are just some form or fashion of me and Mariah not wearing clothing. But it's still there.
With my Kurokuro eyes. Did you guys not see him double tap on the picture gallery? That picture was already saved on the iPad. Even he knows it. Didn't you?
Nobody in his country's ever seen an iPad. Those all belong to the church. They're the only people that own it.
See how he was smiling? He knew that he just deceived those people. Do you see people crying? See, I give up on Africans.
I'm capturing the wife now.
Who sent you? If I smack you, if I give you one dirty slap like this, you will wake up.
I'm glad she's from there and kind of, seeing through the bullshit and kind of fed up and kind of. I'm glad I found her, because I'll watch her videos to find some more interesting videos. She does talk a little quick for me, but still, I'm glad she's one of those.
Nonsense. Okay, let me see how he captured the wife. Baba.
Yes, he says that he uses supernatural powers and an iPad to capture a picture of basically anyone he's thinking about from God.
Did that just happen? Seriously? Did you notice that this time around he backed the camera, because we saw when he double tapped on that. But as soon as the picture came up, he stood in front of the camera. He actually came and stood in front of the camera. Please let me know what you think about this. As for me, I'm
Jesus,
tired.
dude.
I give up on so many people. You guys not know much. Guess what? I'm just.
I would like to see the original. I bet she doesn't have a link, does he? Hold on. Let's see if we can find the original video. Capture spiritual pictures on an iPad. That's somebody reviewing original video. Let's see if we can see this.
Okay, cool. So you can see that I'm actually on his channel here. So yep. And let's watch the video together. Oh, I slowed it down by 0.
So this isn't the original video either. I was hoping it was, but let's see where he clicks. Okay, it's zoomed in.
Okay, cool.
He double clicks it and then acts like he takes a picture.
I'm not against the man or anything, but I just want to put it out there that
Man, what the hell? I'll share her thing in just a second. That's the one we just watched. Let's see. She covers other ones though. I think she's got some more. I don't know. I haven't searched through her regular page, but I'm sure she's got some here kind of close to the top. Is this? This is called Buhari threatens Biafrans, blames youth, new train station, Mali, South Africa.
What's up, people? It's your girl Adiola. Today we're starting with
Sotho?
good news, ladies and gentlemen. Behold the new Mobolaji Johnson rail station in Ebute Metta, Lagos, commissioned on Thursday by the President Muhammadu Buhari.
Okay, and that's not a preacher, and I can't understand any of it. I know she does more. I searched them a different way, though, earlier. See, I know I can search her channel. Hold on. Uploads. No, how do I get to her channel?
No, my dear. Listen, let me talk.
Video. Oh, she doesn't have a standard channel. Does she have any playlists? She just has uploads and play all. Why she got her channel set up like that? Keeping it real. Play all. Individual stories. Hair in the news. Nigerian professor pastor caught on tape demanding what? What's this one? Demanding sex 5 times from a female student. Let's check this one out.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Which one is yes again?
Yes.
Which one is yes again? Yes, you said something. I thought I was close to my boyfriend. I couldn't say anything. You said you submitted it.
I don't know why you keep on asking me.
Why won't I ask now?
I think he's being confronted by the tape.
I didn't miss any opportunity now.
I gave it to you and you missed it.
That's his voice on the tape, and they're showing it back to him.
No. If you are not,
He's demanding sex to pass a female student at OAU.
I have to be sure first now. I know that some students when they start school.
Please forget about it. You do it next year.
Is that how you
Me
want
that
to do?
agreed. Me that agreed to do something. I know what I meant. So if you don't trust me, then forget.
I'm not saying I don't trust you, but I need assurance now.
Continue looking for assurance. If I'm not interested,
Holy shit.
I won't give you a day. The other person has come and I've told her straight.
Does he respond?
And they're just writing their own ex-God.
Oh, that's just a still photo of him. That's not a video. Alright, so that was just an audio recording. That's alright. Anyone not paying tithes is not going to heaven.
I am going to give every one of you, pastors, an opportunity to repent tonight. And then to go back immediately after this convention and restitute your ways with your congregation. Make it clear to them. Anyone who is not paying his tithe is not going to heaven. Full stop. Each time.
In the poorest country in the world, the poorest continent for sure, anyone not paying tithes is not going to heaven. How fucked up are these people? I found her earlier. It won't let me search her recorded band captured asking for a Bible. The face Nigerian police been conducting a bribe. Cameroon shorts. Damn, I wish her shit was searchable, and it's just not. It'll let me filter by most popular. I wonder if that helps. Okay, that was one of her most populars. Prophet TB versus South Africa's snake pastor. Let's try this one.
Moving on to South Africa, last week our favorite pastor on this show, that is Pastor Penuel Mugoni, the one that gave live snake to his church members to eat. Remember?
Pastor forced congregation to eat live snakes to prove their faith is arrested. He gave his congregation live snakes to eat to prove their faith in God.
They call him Snake Pastor, by the way. He was also the one that put a big...
What? What? Why are you crushing that lady to death under a block of styrofoam that looks extremely heavy?
Loudspeaker on some church members' stomach, and then he will jump on it. I mean, he also jumps on his church members. Sometimes he will climb the loudspeaker to jump on the church members. And there was a time that he made them eat, maybe it's Brazilian hair, I don't know what, some kind of woman's hair. And
He also just jumps on his church members. Physically just jumps on them.
There was a time that he made them eat clothes, and also, oh yes, there was one time that he drove a car on his church members, as in
he drove a car over his church members he made lay on the ground to prove their faith. This guy's like sadistic, dude.
he went in and reversed, on the church members. Yes, he told them to take off their clothes one time like this after making them feel warm, supernatural. Oh, fuck that! People were naked.
He supernaturally warmed them up, then made them strip down to their underwear. What is this guy? Joel, I mean, like, you're supposed to regain, use of your right side, though, right? Or it's not permanent, is it? How bad is it? Either way, I mean, I'll come help, whatever you need.
Naked inside the church in the name of miracle. Anyway, yes, he's been arrested. He's been in the news.
Wait, lady.
Church in the name of miracle. Anyway, yes, he's been arrested.
That's not arrested, okay? That's not arrested. That is that is kidnapped. He's been kidnapped. He's been arrested by some evil men who really hate him and want to chop him up and blah, blah, blah. Well, man, I'll be thinking about you. Let me know if you need anything. I promise I'll come down, help, do whatever I can. This is being kidnapped and led off to be tortured. This can't be arrested. Look at him.
Arrested. He's been in the news. I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about. Anyway,
he's riding that guy.
In the news last week because he realized suddenly that he's a sinner. I'm not making this up. You can't make it up. So the 26-year-old fan,
South African snake pastor, eats.
I would have told this freak to eat some lead.
Eat some leg. Thank you very much, 30 Calgal with the $15 tip. I would have told this freak to eat some lead. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hey, Beer Man, I woke up last Sunday morning, told Carolyn I haven't called to preach. She said, you are full of shit. And I said, I have a heart on, and I'm craving.
should I just say that?
Maybe you have been called to preach.
Times Disciples Ministry. That
Do
is
you make Carolyn hold her genitalia while you pray with her?
the name of his church. The guy went to TB Joshua's church in Lagos for deliverance.
When I gave live snake to my congregants to eat, it started when...
Wait a minute. Is there somebody telling him what to say? Let me...
And then after my message, I demonstrated, I gave them snakes, live snake, to eat.
Hey, am I the only one hearing this? Play it one more time.
And also Romans.
The guy is repeating.
He's being held at gunpoint. Somebody's telling him exactly what to say.
Something that somebody is saying. Okay, maybe I'm just the one. Never mind. I don't know exactly what is happening right there. Maybe it's just my ears. So the guy said that he wants deliverance from the spirits that pushed him to engage in bizarre and in...
We'll figure it out, Joel, man. Just figure out what you need, bud. We'll figure out the rest of it.
human actions. Apparently there's a spirit all along. I'm just so happy that he realized that he's been wrong all along and that there's a spirit that had been pushing him. So was he delivered? You don't know. They didn't show where he was delivered. TB Joshua, it's all like him. Normally they will show us the deliverance. Anyway, now I wish I can tell you that the story ended there. You guys will not believe that when the guy returned back to South Africa, he told journalists that he was forced to say those things. I said, for that! He said he was invited and he went there just for a service, but when he got to TB Joshua's church, that they collected his passport, his ID, and they told him you have to do whatever.
They collected his passport and ID, and they said you have to do whatever. How TB Joshua forced me to say I needed deliverance. Snake pastor.
We tell you to do. If not,
so another pastor named TB Joshua got him to come to his church. They stole his ID and his wallet and held him hostage and forced him to say this, that he was a sinner.
They would not return his documents to him. I'm like, what? Shut up. So he said that he had no idea that he would stand before the people to talk. That TB Joshua forced him to say those things.
I was not going to Nigeria for deliverance. So I was surprised when now they organize the testimony. Even when you can listen clearly, the clip that they released on YouTube, it was not me who was testifying.
If we ever get out of this pandemic and shit, dude, I'm going to a church in South Africa. Y'all watch. We'll watch this video and then we'll move on to our grifter stuff tonight, but I'm going.
I was saying what the lady was saying.
Wait a minute! What? You think that was the person we heard? My father and my God!
So, I'm really not happy at all. Because I believe in what I'm doing, and I know that it is God who was performing what he was doing upon my life.
What is going on? I mean, why are some Christians doing stuff like this? Like, seriously, this is very shameful. For real though, somebody was saying exactly what the guy was repeating. Somebody was saying it. I don't understand that. So journalists contacted TB Joshua's church. TB Joshua's church said that, oh, the guy is just looking for publicity, that he just likes to continue to deceive people. He's an adult and he can't be forced to do anything. The problem is that he just likes to cause a sin. What? So ladies and gentlemen, there's a war going on right now. It is TB Joshua versus Snake Pastor. Who do you believe? Let me know who you believe. This should not be happening in the church of the Lord. In the church, no respect anymore for God. Can you imagine what people are turning the church into? And this is why a lot of people stop going to church, because of dramas like this. So let me know who you guys believe. TB Joshua versus Snake Pastor. You guys not know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real.
Well, I mean, I appreciate she at least calls it out. She does talk a little fast for me, but I appreciate she's at least figuring it out. I mean, she seems to be South African, and at least she's calling it out. Here's her channel. If you guys want to check out any of it, it's set up weird, but maybe that's because she's not a US-based channel. But I will drop the link for it if you guys want to check it out. I want to show one more video that I don't always get to show. But I think you guys should follow this person. This was a really good video she came out with the other day. This is Intel Lady. She always comes out with really, really good content. And I'm not going to do this one. I'm going to do this one. This is Intel Lady. She does characters of some well-known grifters. This is her Chahurston. She mentions Jaco in it. We should have played it last night.
Patriots, welcome to an action-packed show. I got a guest for you today. It's so wonderful to be back with this amazing gal. I'm going to bring her in a little while, but first of all, I have got something that I want to tell you. I'm very excited to be launching my latest product. It is this incredible elixir that I have actually made myself with a little help. So this contains some really key ingredients, which is absolutely beautiful in making your skin firm up. So you can have less Botox, which is great. I only need it a couple times a week now, and it gives you a youthful, shiny, patriotic appearance.
You're dirty, Carolyn. We're trying to listen. We're trying to laugh at Intel Lady.
It's really, really good. And the key ingredient in this is the urine of Michael Waco.
It is actually, so it's, someone just said, is this in slow motion? It's actually not. But I think so too, because I get so used to listening to Kirsten at 1.5 speed that she does a really dead-on impersonation. So when I slow it down to 1 speed, I think it's slow too, but I'm like, oh no, I just watch everything on like 1.5, 1.7 speed. It contains the urine of Michael Waco.
It's really, really good. And the key ingredient in this is the urine of...
This is normal to me where I got it sped up.
So what I did was I went to his house and I gave him 4 to 5 double espressos, and then I asked him to urinate into the little bottle. I was there for the whole process. It was incredible. And the concentration of Waco
incredible.
Urine is actually the key ingredient in giving you this youthful, patriotic look. I know, it's incredible, isn't it? So I am selling this on my website, and of course, because I love you all so much, I'm going to give you 17% off. You see what I did there? I'll work out the math later. I'm not so good with that.
You see what I did there? I'll work out the math later. I'm not so good with math. I got ADHD, ACLD, ACLU, NAACP.
But it's fine. It'll be okay. So 17% off. Promo code Golden Shower Gal. Okay, and you know you're gonna love this product. You're gonna.
The promo code is Golden Shower Gal.
Put a little pipette of it into your water before you start the day, and then
it's just Jaco piss
onto your skin to give you a youthful appearance. It's honestly, you're gonna love it. I love it. I'm just covering myself, and I absolutely love it. Promo code Golden Shower Gal. Okay, great. Okay, so let's get on with the main reason for me doing the show today, because I have a guest that we haven't seen in a while. I did promise. I told you that I would bring her back, and you know, we may have had a time where we didn't talk as much and we weren't close, but basically I made her what she is. And you know, she's taken some time and now she's coming back, and you know, it's so great to say that she's back on my show again. So okay, let me just get her up here. I just hope that link is correct. Okay.
Oh no, who she got on?
Okay.
Just a second.
So welcome to the show, Mel K Ultra. Hey, Mel.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's so good to see you.
Oh, it's so
good to
see you too.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So, I have to say, you are looking very fresh. Yeah, really fresh.
Right. Thank you. You're looking so shiny. Is that a new outfit?
Oh, what, this old thing? Oh, this old thing. Oh, no, it is new, actually. It is new. It's a designer. It's designer. I love it. It's a beautiful fit. Designed by Patriots.
Perfect.
Heard of them.
It's a beautiful fit.
Grifter. Just amazing designs, and very high end. You can only get
She's got Grifter and Grifter. Very high end designs.
These to order, and they love my show, and you know, they're very high end, and they know that I'm high end, so they designed this for me. Yeah, very shiny. I love it. of meeting President Trump. Yeah, I know, I heard. I actually met him back in the day, before it was cool. And,
I met him back in the day. It's always a pissing match. I met him back in the day before it was cool. Because I'm from Singapore.
He's a really great guy,
So posh.
People say that he's sleazy, but he's not. He's just playful, and I don't know why women complain about him so much. You know what? I'm such a patriot. He can grab me by the anytime.
She sells an item called Patriot Honkers. So he's saying that Trump can grab her by the Patriot Honker anytime. This lady's hilarious. Here's her channel. She's almost at 1,000 subs. We need to go over there and subscribe.
Anyway, a little birdie told me that you really have your nose to the ground when it comes to intel these days. Wait, do you mean ear? Oh my goodness, sorry. I mean ear. I meant ear. I have no idea why I said no.
Yeah, you meant ear.
Forgive me. Right, so yeah, there is a lot going on. The Patriots are totally in control right now. So much happening, and we should totally trust Mike Lindell, Lynn Wood, Sidney Powell, Rudy Giuliani, Sammy the Bull, the Elf on the Shelf, and the Plan. Oh
Elf on the Shelf?
I just heard the exact
Jesus
said on a Rumble video. So yeah, I think that it's so exciting. There's so much going on right now. Right! Oh my God! This is so exciting! Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I can't wait until we can meet up and do another collaboration video again. I love you so much. Yeah, me too.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, so much. Right. Okay, bye. Well, okay, there you have it. There she was, the incredible Milk Helch. I told you I'd get her back. I made her what she is, so it's only right that she owes me and comes back on my show to get my ratings up again. And it's just great. She certainly knows her stuff. She's really getting into the intel. So I'm so excited that she's come on, and hopefully, she'll come back, although I'm really busy for the next couple of months, so maybe not.
Oh, of course.
I'm sure she will in the future, and that'll be really wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Patriots, for tuning in. This has been
Intel Lady's awesome, guys. You need to go subscribe.
So intriguing. And, just to remind you of the beautiful elixir that I am offering to you. This is, 100% concentrated Waco urine. And it's just going to give you that beautiful, youthful...
Waco urine. Makes sense.
Don't forget, 17% off, promo code Golden Shower Girl. Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll see you on the next show. Goodbye, Patriots.
Oh no, she is a very good character actress, I should say. She does a really good job. I appreciate all the help she gives us, and yeah, thank you for that. We're gonna move on from that. Let me drop her link one more time, right here. Bam. Make sure you go subscribe to her channel. She's almost at 1,000 subs, 869. She's getting close. Make sure you guys are all subscribed to her channel. That is Intel Lady. And the next thing we're going to dive into is Jason Q. That's what we got for tonight. I didn't get to finish the other stuff, so might as well take a walk on the methamphetamine side, as the saying goes. I might have to jump ahead. Who knows when they start?
We're both making now.
That's not bad. There we go.
I like the beer behind you too. Right?
Yeah.
You guys had fucking shirts and everything. Man. We're both making now.
My friend Rachel, she personally made these. So she actually took time out of her day to create these with us. So yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Actually, I just put that shirt on that a girl sent me that made for my birthday.
So I would like to welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. It was a great conversation. Everybody on Twitter, Facebook, the One Republic Network, and here on YouTube. I want to thank you guys for being here. It's amazing to have you guys with us. Today is going to be a lovely day. So Maria, Jason, welcome. And Kelly, behind the scenes, thank you for hosting this and for doing
So this is mother and son team. He's a recovering meth addict. This is his mother who does quantum no-touch surgery. This is some type of shaman. And we got Jason 8-Ball QAnon.
doing everything that you're doing for the show to be able to have this platform.
So also about midway through, I think that would be a good time. We're going to ask Kelly to share something that a lot of people are looking for, and we'll just leave it at that. So that we'll just look forward to that as in like intermission.
Maybe we can do it right before we start callers or something.
Not even guessing.
And we can do
What the hell is... Phil Godlewski is losing his fucking mind, dude.
the curtain thing as well, you know. You know, like the Broadway show. Intermission.
That was great, man. Do it again.
Yeah.
Did you have to say curtains?
Kelly.
Oh, dear. Oh, this is amazing.
Oh, yeah. So, you know, before we get started, you know, Kid and I were talking about the energies, and I have been sitting with something very heavy. It has felt.
He's just. I don't know. I turned on alerts on my burner account for his fucking Telegram. He's just posting weird shit. Hold on, I'll show you. He posted this, then this, then this, then this. Don't worry, they get worse. Thanks, I hate it. Then this. Then this. This one's made out of chocolate. Then this. Apparently the pawn is also the queen. Then this. Hold on. There's one worse than that. Trust me. Then he posts some shit like this. Uh-oh, that didn't work. What did I just do? Okay, here we go. What the hell is this? Is that how you imagine that 15-year-old all grown up now? Couldn't quit her demons. What is this? He's just posting weird ass shit now. What is this? He's losing it over there, guys. I don't know what we did to him, but he's fucking losing it. He also posted this one that I didn't show. I don't know. He's losing it, guys.
Felt like a nervousness or like I've done something wrong. There's this pit in my stomach, like a rock. And I was like, okay, I know I haven't done anything wrong, but there's this this need that kept coming to me, like I need to call someone and confess, or I need to call someone and talk about something that would totally sabotage a friendship. They're like, where the bleep is this coming from? And so I was talking to my friend who gave me some insight, and then I waited, and then my team showed me the rest. And what they showed me was we who are helping others awaken, we clear the collective. And what the collective is being cleared right now is lies and betrayal. That is what is being cleared from our vessels right now.
Okay.
Oh, Maria, come back to us.
See how he's already tweaking and separating all his papers and shit? He's spun up on a good one tonight, at least.
Maria! Oh, there you are.
Yes, I'm going on the phone. It just
Look, he's got an assembly line of opening mail. Look at him.
and then I'm cutting out. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go on my phone.
How much do you have to smoke to look like this?
Just know.
He come into our chat room one time and said, "Oh yeah, you're vaping and accusing me of using meth." And I said, "Yes." And he said, "I'll have you know I'm part of a union." One, maybe you're still part of it, but you're disabled. Remember, you got hurt, but then an alien healed you in your sleep. Two, that doesn't mean you can't use drugs, dude.
That when these emotions come through to you,
this guy literally one time decoded his power bill, his internet outage statement. Like, he got a statement from Comcast telling him there was an unexpected outage and how long it would be for, and then went to the gas station. He went to the gas station and started picking up other people's receipts that they just left hanging in the pump and started decoding the receipts.
heavy feeling, and it gets to be too much, just say
stop. Oh no, she's doubled up. Get rid of her.
Kind of like it puts up an energy
witchcraft,
and the collective just bounces off of it and then
hey, wait, she's spirit walking outside her body or something. Fix this.
Goes back. So it's still being cleared, but you're not processing that energy, which frankly feels horrible. So I feel so much better, especially knowing
this is creepy as hell, dude.
During that process, because you came up to me and started asking questions, during that process, it's always best to ask those questions. What's going on? What do I need to do for myself to be able to get myself out of this so-called muck feeling? Because if you don't ask the questions, then you're going to start
makes sense
in those lies and deceits and making it all about you when it has nothing to do
I only wallow in muck.
Oh, and also integration is happening right now. And this integration is a time for quietness.
I didn't see my mom and dad in chat.
You're fucked for the next 4 hours. You might want to call time out of that.
Especially because we're clearing the lies and the betrayal. You don't want to be calling a friend. Unless this friend sits also as a guide or a mentor. Then they can help you process this. But you don't need anyone getting on the bandwagon and say, oh, I know, bitch, right? No. We don't need to go there.
I don't know, man. You go for a couple ride or dies right about now.
All right. Yeah, let's go, Jason. Ready for the show?
Yeah. Well, you want quiet.
What?
Not you, Jason. You're excluded from that.
Oh, he said I want it quiet. No. This is a totally different ballgame. Ready? Play ball.
I'm gonna be the only secretary to actually medal in Olympics.
Twisted up.
Running his mouth.
Been out of the frame. Those both make sense.
Is everybody shut off now or what?
Here we go.
Wait, what?
Did everyone shut up now? Yeah, kind of.
Everybody shut off now.
All right, so I'll start off with the question that I asked you earlier. This one came from our earlier chat from David. Thank you, David. He said, hey, Candy and Kid, I have a favor to ask. Can you ask JQ tonight about Kim and Gogan and Charlie Ward chumming it up on their podcast today? I smell a rat.
So, yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but Jason Q openly hates Kim Gogan. And Jason Q's also big friends with Charlie Ward. I think Charlie knows his dealer or something. And Kim Gogan went on Charlie's podcast, which we can go watch later. But I can already see him smiling. He's going to have something to say here.
In the woodpile. Love you all. See you tonight. So he should be with us.
Earmuffs, kids. Earmuffs.
Earmuffs, children. Earmuffs.
She is a trollop and a pizzo. Even Trump called her out. Think about his like
The words he just said that he ran all together because he's allegedly 4 8-balls deep into a methamphetamine bender is even Trump called her out. Even Trump called her out.
"Don't make America great again." MAGA.
Yeah, I just showed him on the screen.
Everything's done by acronym with him. Make America great again.
All the chess pieces and shit. Oh God.
MAGA.
Now he's sharing special forces shit. He's showing a free fall parachutist jumping in with a K9. He's showing a guy that is using video optics on his weapon, and he's got his screen flipped down. And then he showed a bunch of men's watches, and now he's showing a K9 that served in Afghanistan.
Getting rid of the Mossad. Krav Maga. That's their defensive fighting discipline. And keep America great. Just CAG.
Wait a second. Jason Q is really not a fan of the Jews.
Is like don't make America great again. MAGA. And then keep America great. Everything's done by acronym with him. Make America great again. Just get rid of Israel. Of course.
Keep America great again means getting rid of Israel. Of course.
With us.
Earmuffs, kids. Earmuffs.
Here we go again.
She is a trollop and a pizzo. Even Trump called her out. Think about his like don't make America great again. MAGA. And then keep America great. Everything's done by acronym with him. Make America great again. Just getting rid of Israel. Of course. MAGA is getting rid of the Mossad. Krav Maga. That's their defensive fighting.
Why is Keep America Keep America Great Again, KAGA, KAGA, or KAG? Why is that get rid of Israel? And why is MAGA getting rid of Mossad? What is he?
Discipline. And keep America great. Just CAG, how he says it. That's KAG. Kimberly Ann Gogan.
Wait, so what was the first one? Hold on.
Of course. MAGA is getting rid of the Mossad. Krav Maga. That's their defensive fighting.
MAGA is getting rid of Mossad. Krav Maga. That's the defensive fighting skill. Not just taught there, but yes.
And then keep America great. Everything's done by acronym with him.
Keep America Great is Kimberly Ann Gogan. So which is the first? Which is the Israel one?
Make America great again. Just get rid of Israel. Of course.
Make America Great Again.
And then keep America great. Everything's done by acronym with him. Make America great again. Just get rid of Israel. Of course.
MAGA is getting rid of Israel. MAGA is getting rid of Israel.
MAGA is getting rid of the Mossad. Krav Maga.
No, that's what you just said that was it. Oh, because it is getting rid of the Mossad, maybe. Maybe that's the same thing to him.
Of course. MAGA is getting rid of the Mossad. Krav Maga. That's their defensive fighting discipline. And keep America great. Just CAG, how he says it. That's KAG. Kimberly Ann Gogan. She's no good. And anyways, whenever she talks to people, like the whole Kerry Cassidy thing, it's like.
So that's how when he said she's no good, she's bullshit, she's a pizzo, even Trump called her out because Trump uses the slogan Keep America Great, which is KAG, and her name is Kimberly Ann Gogan, KAG. That means that's Trump calling her out. They share an acronym that is a death sentence.
It's almost as if you're listening to an incarnate of like, the whole Babylon or something
Very funny, Kimberly Pixie.
like that. Just evil. I mean, she doesn't have anything to say about anybody nice, but she's talking about how she hangs out with fucking all these like fucking losers because they all are losers.
Everybody's a loser but Jason. So I know a lot of people probably don't know Jason. Jason Q considers himself the secretary of the world, okay? He bought a special printer, a drum-style heavy-duty industrial printer, which sometimes he gets all spooled up and talks about for several hours at a time, so he could print every database off the internet he was afraid the CIA would have taken down, or the deep state or cabal or whatever. Turns out that's everything. He's printed, basically, if you go to a message board tomorrow and put, the cabal doesn't want you to know this, but the sky's not blue, it's actually green. And that the aluminum in the sky that they put out of the chemtrails makes it appear blue. Jason will have printed that off by the time you hit enter. He saves it at his house in giant totes. He struggles with his own sanity and what I believe is sobriety, so much so that his mother passed away, and then he invented a theory that anybody that's died from 2015 to present is coming back on a spaceship, and his sister is fighting him in court over their mother's house and to have Jason committed. Seems to be getting kind of messy. Let's see if we can find the Kimberly Ann Gogan. This should have been from Wednesday night. Today's Thursday. It should have been yesterday. This should have been a Kimberly Gogan. Man of God, Declaration of People's Peace, Mel K, Danielle, Tina, Detox. I don't see it. There's Simon and Jason. Dude, Jason is something else. Saul Lutman. Did I miss it? Yeah, I'm way back September 1st. Were they on together? Jimmy's team update. Charlie Ward, Dallas. Chaz, Sabrina, -48. Common Law. Exclusive updates. Saving Miss Daisy, Heal the Soul. I might have to Google it or something, try to find it. I was just wanting to see kind of what at least the topics were, maybe.
So she's no good. I mean, let's face it. Everybody that we thought.
I got you, Johnny.
Thought was good. But they give these people a little bit of a.
It's with Carrie Cassidy.
They take it to their head. They do.
That's fine.
She only talks about being around like negative entities. Like she was talking about Marduk and everything. Marduk was Zbigniew Brzezinski. So what the fuck she did? She hanging out Marduk. They iced him quick. That's why they tortured Australia because of Pine Gap. I mean, when you have that evil of entities below you, but also remember, Australia was taken over by England to be a massive pedophilia island. They had the
what?
And what they did.
All you Australian people need to listen up. Australia was taken over to be a massive island that's good for people like pedophile. Yeah. So make sure you're looking out, checking corners, looking over everywhere, making sure nobody's hiding behind like a bush or anything like that. Come on now. You got to pay attention to this type of stuff.
There was one story in general that was a little boy and he had his best friend was a horse. They made the little boy stab his horse to death while all these cops, priests, all that laughed, and then they raped the kid. This is what they fucking do over there. Not just over in Australia, but this is what these just evil pricks do. I mean, there's gonna be a time where people are bitching about wearing a mask, but you ain't saying shit about eating kids or raping kids or anything like that. But you're worried about breathing. It's like, it's fine. It's like maybe you need to correct the air quality, little climate change and all this shit. You're still worried about CO2 levels. You might be fucking worried about some virus levels around here, if there were them. Instead, they much rather say, "Hey, everybody get the jab because we want to make sure everybody's man-made, so you're not God-made, and don't go up." Then they can activate everyone. There you go, Walking Dead, Content 8888. It's almost like fucking textbook anymore. But yet, what conspiracy theorists? Kanye, fucking, we need to listen to Gay talk about his fucking mama Donda that he had fucking killed just to further his career. It's like, really? Like, you had guys go over when you're out of town and ice your own mother for album sales? No wonder why fucking Trump wanted you in his office. Like, sit the hell down. Like, you're about to listen to. You've been listening to the wrong people. Remember, Satan runs the realm of everything with the choir. So everything having to do with entertainment and music, all satanic. That's how they get to us. That's how they catch us with those little jingles and little riffs. And next thing you know, you're over there with a Ouija board, fucking sacrificing your fucking cat. Sure,
perfect.
That's you know, especially, I mean, and people still believe, like in Israel, that they believe in God. It's like, okay, which God though? You know, do you want to believe in the one inside you, or do you believe in like that one over there is that points you telling the kept some Palestinian kid? Probably that one.
What? What did he just even say? It's so hard to keep up with. Which God?
In Israel, that they believe in God. It's like, okay, which God though? You know, do you want to believe in the one inside you, or do you believe in like that one over there is that points you telling the kept some Palestinian kid? Probably that one.
Cap some Palestinian kid. Okay.
All these animals for the building of this third temple that is never going to go up because President Trump already made the third temple the embassy, moved it over there to Jerusalem, locked the door, said, 400 grand, done. Like, what do you think, Jared? It's like, pretty damn good. Just like at the end of 2nd Chronicles. For all you Bible preachers out there, just this whole Bible thing is just, I don't know. I mean, you have the Old Testament, New Testament, then you have King James. It's like, so the King James version that people are like, oh yeah, you do this. So you're reading something that a guy wrote. Sorry.
His nose is so stopped up, dude. That's why it's hard to understand him. All you're hearing is his chest and shit. His nose is so freaking stopped up.
Oh, I go fucking way deep, bro. Way deep.
Because I know a lot of people are going, what's that?
We go to Emperor Constantine, and we go to the Council of Nicaea, and we can just show you this fucking, guess what? Jesus Christ was fucking Anunnaki. That's it. When it comes out, because this whole the whole Holy Grail, it was in a cup. It was parts of pieces of the cross of crucifixion. It was and it was quote unquote some bones. One of them will shake the entire religion to the core. I wonder which one.
A dick bone? It was either a robe or some shards of wood or some bones. Which one will shake the entire religion to its core? It's like cocaine, but it's usually in crystal form. Sometimes it looks like a dirty powder.
Think about side view and think about elongation. Yeah, that one.
Think about inside of you and then think about elongation. I imagine that's what Mariah has to think about every night. It's inside of me. It's elongating.
Does it even matter who anybody was? What matters is like, hey, oh well. I mean, he could have been fucking half bull, half fucking unicorn. It is what it is. We didn't create him. To say that that he gave his only son, it's like, guys, then what are we? Again. It's like Christ is not the creator. He's the teacher. Came here to teach. Tried to plumb up the fucking Jews. Didn't work. they're like, yeah, we're just gonna go back to fucking eat babies. It's like, oh, okay, just go ahead. And they went ahead and just fucking strung him up on a pole, on a cross, because, well, might as well use their own Saturnalia, a deconstructed cube, because why not? And then we'll say, well, what can we say that he did this for? Oh, he died for sins. Well, then people sin all they want, because they could say, hey, he's got us. He's got our back. You know, he took care of us.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
I don't think
he's got
he went
us.
to the land of the fucking Ozies. He didn't. He's like, look, if you're going to fucking kill me, go ahead. But if you're going to sacrifice me to some Babylonian moon god, you wonder why now the moon, where is it? No one knows. The morning, it was coming up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Shouldn't there be like something else coming up on it? No? Guess not. But yet, you know, they don't want you to overthink that, because they want you to still believe that you're on some kind of spinning ball, just going out in the wonderful, the nothing. But yeah.
Oh, he's also a devout flat earther. I mean, devout.
The stars are all there. Just hey, man. Christ was in office, you know. And secondly, Donald Trump is not General Patton's kid.
By the way, I believe that most people know that Jason Q has issues, know that he's probably allegedly more than likely struggling with extreme levels of addiction, mental health issues, probably some depression mixed in there and other things. I think that they know that what he's doing is probably not good for him, getting spooled up all the time and not sleeping for days and days and days and staying strung out. I believe that they know all of this. But they also know that he brings the clicks. So his friends don't give a fuck whether he's been up for fucking 2 weeks or whether he's been strung out and spooled up all night and fucking screaming and yelling at this, or he's got court in the morning, or he's doing this, or he might lose his own will to care for himself and be committed. They don't care as long as we get the clicks.
And secondly, Donald Trump is not General Patton's kid.
So says you.
He is the rebirth of Patton. That's it.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
If he was Patton's kid, he couldn't be president. Patton didn't come back from Europe, and his wife didn't go over there. See, he had a little bit of a problem because he didn't like his girls, his kids. That's why he just stayed away. He was like, I mean, he was an ASCII general. You know, my great uncle served under him. But
okay,
like a father figure. Oh, you might want to watch that one. So, and he died. He was in an accident 187 days from the birth of President Trump, and then he died at 175 days to the birth. So it was like 12 days there, and then you had 175 days.
So the only way to become president is that you have to have you have
to be an American. That's it.
Right.
That's why that piece of shit Hawanese.
You have to be a natural born American, and you have to be at least 35 years of age. I think that's about it.
Kamala will never be president. She shouldn't have been vice president. Should have been it. That's a whole act over there. Didn't know where she is. Nobody know where she is. Is she suck a dick? She's at Gitmo. Number 2. Willie's like, one. No.
So somebody had a question. If God didn't create us, then who created us?
Anunnaki and the Afro-Draconians, they created our vessel. Our Supreme Creator created our soul, spirit, ether. Gave us our being. But then when it came down to the vehicle, that came to the Anunnaki, Alpha-Draconians, which are reptilians, because let's face it, look at your brain now. your brain development. The first stage is a reptilian brain. It's in every biology book. You think they just put it in there just for shits and giggles? Doubt it. I mean, think about it. When kids come out and they're all fucking pissy and what does that remind you of? A pissed off wizard. And then when they get older,
a pissed off wizard,
it all reverts back to your reptilian mindset, which is that you're not looking for like shelter, warmth, and all that. You're looking for sex and all this other shit. I mean, it's a bad thing, but it's like, what's going on screwing lizards?
So that leads to the question: since our vessels are made up of from the Anunnaki and the vaccine, that would basically rewrite the soul, then, right? So we wouldn't descend.
Yes, what it does is it attaches to the mRNA in the jab. It attaches to the DNA, and that's why in the drops they say don't let anyone take control of your vehicle. Because it's your vehicle. If you let somebody else take control of it, that means when you're getting injected, it's going to your DNA. You let somebody else drive your vehicle.
What?
Anybody that tries to hijack your vehicle is not your friend.
Don't let anybody in your vehicle, guys.
All of them. Hospitals, everyone. They're not your friend. People can say whatever they want. Also, placebo. It's like, it doesn't matter. You still knowingly went and had this done. How many people are getting, are dying and getting hurt from it? You're not getting hurt. They're just dying.
Obama.
Australia had one COVID death. One. But now they have 2,000 something vaccine deaths. So, yeah. See, everybody's like, well, President Trump said to take the vaccine. President Trump also said, fucking don't let the cure be, don't let the cure be worse than the fucking disease itself.
Yeah, that's when he's talking about the lockdowns.
More people are getting hurt and dying from this bioweapon than they are from the other bioweapon that they brought in.
That is true.
You take the Romans and the Chinese for that. Because they're all one and the same. They're all Jesuits. Everything is Jesuit based.
Okay. Makes sense.
When they said all roads lead to Rome, it's like, well, which Rome? Think about it. I mean, Washington, D.C. was called Rome before it was called Washington, D.C. When you look at a map of Egypt.
Can someone check that? Was Washington, D.C. called Rome before it's called Washington? Never heard of that one, guys. You might have to look that up on your own.
The Nile laid over the Mississippi River. Memphis is in the same spot on both rivers. Memphis is the 98th degree of masonry. They actually have like the Memphis Rite. So it's pretty high. Everybody thinks, 32 degrees. It's like, no. I mean, 37th is the warrior of the block. God, but 37. I mean, because the 38th degree is the intermediary number between two master numbers, which is a 33 and a 45. That's why 2019 was it for us. When you move up into
that makes sense.
Fourth density and fourth dimension, remember, time changes. The years change and everything, how we gauge everything. It's not 2019, 2020 anymore. Whenever you have a year, it's like 2020, right? So you have 2 and 0, 2, 0. Right? Whenever you have the first whole number, and then a 0, and it's followed by a grouping, you multiply the grouping against the first number. That's what year it is. So it's 4D last year. 40. Say fast. 4D. Are you in dimensions or densities? Density. Because density, it's not dimension yet because we still have time. That's why when people are pissed off about the whole 1,000 years of King Jesus, like, you cannot have 1,000 years when you eliminate time.
Oh, God.
What do you have? Nothing.
What is with this dude?
Everybody's so hung up on, just fucking, Leonard Skinner, Jesus coming down on a fucking big ring.
Leonard Skinner, Jesus, that guy.
Trump still got a beard.
You guys met Leonard Skinner, Jesus?
Easy. He was here for the whole Tartarian Empire. They were the ones that created the cathodes and I'm knocking everything over on that side, which are the cathedrals now because they put stained glass in because they stopped the frequencies there and the sound and the vibrations to heal us. Then they turned around and started building all these dams everywhere. What's the purpose of dams again? They say, oh, it's nuclear power. It's like, what such thing as nuclear anything, you assholes? It's you guys are gunning after the nuclear family. That's it. That's all it is.
Oh my God.
Fucking nuclear weapons. Yeah, okay.
Makes sense.
Someone also asked, with how, well, I'm adding this part, with how bad it's getting, do you believe that we're almost at the end? All of this.
I mean, it's this month is going to be really, really big. I mean, really, really big.
This month?
September 11th.
Yeah, 9/11 coming up, and today is 9/8, which is a 17, which is also the first day that auditing can take place, which is under the Church of Scientology. And I know people are like, "Oh, he's Scientology." And it's like, listen, you'll thank yourself later. Remember, multiple meanings exist. If auditing is a big deal in theirs, why are we having audit problems here? It's a cover story for the Operation Snow White. Operation Snow White is when the CIA and the World Jewish Congress and all these other dick eaters decided to infiltrate Scientology, and they stripped them from their 501c3 tax exempt status. You see, they didn't want to be a church anyways. But if you're going to get tax exempt status, well, then hell yeah, we're a church. That's it.
Oh, they didn't want to be a church.
He can go back.
We forced them to do that.
In his mind,
that was our fault.
Lives he lived, I'm sure he has a lot to tell. That's why they wanted him dead. Once he left the Navy, they want him to be a key therapist, right? And he said, no, absolutely not. Walked away, he wrote Dianetics, which was the Modern Science of Mental Health, MSM. Ages in post-2000.
Oh, that makes sense too.
What that is that is the antithesis of MK Ultra. Once you learn how to audit yourself and you become and you can clear yourself, you don't have to worry about MK Ultra at all. They can't get to you. Now, on the other hand, you've got all these idiots lining up for a Krispy Kreme donut a month to get poked by something they don't even know what the fuck is in it. But then yet they preach to you all when you're growing up. Don't get in a car with strangers. Don't, I mean, it's like, so, and don't take candy from. It's like, what's up?
Don't get in the car with strangers and don't take candy from strangers is the same as being, refusing to take medicine.
Call an Uber. You have a stranger come up, pull up. You have no idea.
I mean, you can make the argument against that stuff, but that's not the same.
Well, just go here. It's like, well, not that I'm just going to kill you. It's like, well, but then yet they named the company Uber. And Hitler was trying to create super soldiers named Uberman. Why the fuck not?
Oh my God.
I mean, I did not.
What is wrong with you, dude?
It's dumb. I mean, people just, this is how idiotic they're. I mean, it's almost like they play these on us on purpose just to see how dumb the populace really is. And seriously, I think you're going to start putting flavored windows in cars. I really do.
I want pizza.
Wow.
I'm hungry. Lick the window. It'll make you feel better.
Push out a crayon. Get the window.
Oh God. I heard that.
Yeah, that was awesome. You got it.
Was a second after Lyft was created, because Lyft was created first in San Francisco.
Actually, Uber was the brainchild of two very wealthy gentlemen who originally, I'm not positive on this, but I think they called it Uber Limo. Uber Limo. There were two guys that were overseas, Italy or France maybe. Both of them were programmers, like computer programmers, and like into fucking tech industry and shit. And they were friends, and they went to a a meeting of people like that, like a trade show or some shit. And it was by invitation only, so there's a lot of high important people there. And they went to leave together because they were rooming together at the hotel room. They went to leave together and they could not get a taxi. And they're like, what the fuck? We're two billionaires on a street corner and we can't even hail a taxi. So they started calling it Uber Limo. Then it went to Uber Taxi, and then it just became Uber.
By a gay man that got, beat up because he wanted a taxi. So he created Lyft, and then Uber kind of came off of that.
Well, that's probably because he was giving people lifts on his in a vehicle.
What? Why do they entertain this lunatic?
So it's like, hey, I just got to go a couple blocks. Did you say a couple blocks? Make that happen. Calls up a couple of his boys.
Daddy's got to go a couple blocks. Did you say a couple cocks? We can make that happen. I feel like you're too comfortable saying this for it to be parody. Well,
next you know, you're not even in a car. You're in a train.
Very true.
Not San Francisco.
Oh,
dear.
So there was a question that was on the chat asking if the deep state took control of the information that we already have believed and we're believing something else, who's to say that that's also not mixed as well? What do you think? What are your thoughts about that?
Is there still a deep state left? I don't think so. I mean, now they're playing with them.
Is there a deep state left? I don't think so.
This National Council of Statewide Interoperability Coordinators, nothing can stop what is coming. This is bigger than people realize.
And where can people find that?
On one of the last Q drops. It's the NCSWIC, which they even talk about the strategic plan, but that's not there's a defined plan and a strategic plan. But they have these like the 4-10-20. Here, let me find shit. Oh shit. I love when shit.
Oh wow.
Around, and then the paper that you're looking for just pops out.
Oh yeah. Surprise. That always happens when you're spooled up on methamphetamine allegedly.
I think that's only your type of luck, Jason. Nothing pops out for me.
I just want him to hear to get onto the J's.
Okay. Now some of the questions.
Oh yeah, I don't want to listen to you.
All little kids that are healed. I mean,
these people worship everything he says. Everything he says. Okay.
There's no more sickness or anything like that. It's like, I will take that over money any day of the week. We'll make shit happen after that. It's the whole persistence of, constantly go to the doctor, this, that. It's like, why do we keep on going back to the same people that are trying to kill us? That's all we want to do. So.
It's kind of this. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
It's kind of like the same thing as trying to lose weight. You don't focus upon losing the weight. You focus upon getting healthy to lose the weight. So same thing with, if you want something done, you got to get onto that timeline. If you're not on that timeline, guess what? You're not going to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so here's a different perspective. The perspective is, are you allowing your team to tell you or to guide you when to go get the news? Or are you just furiously looking for your direction, your guidance, your answers? I mean, you are just in there so much and so long that you don't give your team, you don't give your mind and your heart space to even hear your team. So our guidance comes from our team. And they tell us what's going on. They will tell you everything, just like the stars tells him. When it first started, I was like, because it was all new to me, new information. But then 3 months after he said something, it started coming out on the wire. And I'm like, oh, I'm getting it. And then it was like one time after another, and never was it wrong. I began to trust the team. They show us everything.
And it's all a matter of, of his purpose too. It's like, is he doing it for himself or is he doing it for others? It's like service to self, service to others. He's constantly doing it for others. So it's just going to get stronger energies, more truth. And then less crazy. I mean, to us, less crazy, but to normies out there with their heads so far up their ass, I mean, just this trumpet can't sound loud enough and long enough. Once you hear that train rolling, it's like, I mean, it'll be like you'd be laying in bed, like, yeah, get them all. Everybody's gone. Good. Like, start taking their shit. He's all worried about money. It's like,
start taking their shit. We know what he's going to do.
These Baxters are going to be leaving behind. Hey, make sure you guys prep. Make sure you guys keep a bunch of money stashed around your house. So when you guys...
So he's saying anybody that took the jab, make sure you're a prepper, make sure you keep money stashed in your house, because he knows that you're going to die, and the first thing he wants to do is start taking your shit. As soon as this is all said and done, the first thing he wants to do is take your shit.
Leave. We're going to come over and get your shit.
Oh, dear.
That's right.
Back to his home. Nice house.
Such a beautiful human.
May I?
Now, would you think a non-drug induced union member who doesn't even vape would say something like that, or a meth head? Oh, I can't wait till you die. I'm gonna steal all your shit. Come on now.
A further point to what Kid said is now. Sorry, Jace. I just don't want to interrupt your flow because you're on a fabulous flow tonight. I love it. Great energy, Kid. To your point, thank you very much for making that point. One of the things that I get really frustrated about is when people say to me, Maria, the med bed is going to solve all my problems. What people don't realize is they still
I got your med bed
to fix the issue that caused that addiction or caused that issue. Okay, you can't expect
makes sense
to be flip-flopping in and out of a med bed to solve all your issues. So thank you very much for making that point, because it ties into that as well.
The med beds will only
makes a lot of sense.
Fix you mentally or spiritually. That's where the inner work comes in about, and that's why we all got to get together and start healing each other. Hey, we're all here.
The med bed can heal absolutely anything, but your spirit. You guys should have known that.
You need help? We can help you.
You can see it now. You got a bunch of just like drunks sitting in line. Got whiskey, you got dark cirrhosis. Get in line for the med bed. Kick tires.
That's right.
Yo, over there, it's like, yep, there he is. Got the jack, just like, yep, cirrhosis. You can learn. So, oh well, that's on them.
Yeah.
All we can do is, give information and what we have, and that's it. All we want to do.
So, can I add something? There is one of the biggest tricks of our enemy is to get you distracted. Years ago, when I was caught up in religion, I would sit there in church and I would hear the pastor talking about this and that and bring order to your home in this way and that way. And I'm thinking, yeah, I hope my husband's listening, because I totally see where he needs to improve that way. And I did not realize that was the biggest trick in the book, because while I was focused on someone else, guess what was festering inside of me? All that stuff that I was just pushing down in that Pandora's box saying, oh, I'm good. I'm really good. Now, Jason brought
Oh, yeah. We're good. We are good here.
Like on Telegram. That is the same situation. You are being distracted from what you need to be doing, your inner work, and listening to your team. Okay, done. Go ahead.
Amen.
And then what's going to happen when you get it? How's it going to change you?
Right.
We're supposed to be doing this to better ourselves, but we can't better ourselves if we don't know what the problem is in the first place. The problem isn't that we don't have money. We have money.
Perfect.
The problem is that the money's in the wrong hands, and the money isn't what we think it is. When they tell you that the knowledge is the power, that the money, the value is in in knowing your true worth and knowing your true self and knowing everyone around you. It's like that's what we need. We just need to get rid of all the idiots and TVs. That'd be great.
Idiots and TVs.
Oh, and Zima.
And Zmar. Okay.
Sucks. Sorry, guys. It does. Terrible. Jolly Ranchers. Nope. Get rid of them.
I totally agree.
Why you have people getting rides in San Francisco on Lyft? Zimas and Jolly Ranchers. So who we gonna make fun of today, and who we gonna attack today?
All right, so listen. This is the best part of the whole show that I heard earlier. I was just listening to this as I was doing some shit. And they literally, all of them, they need me to be the bad guy. Because the things that I do, I admit that I do it openly for everybody to see, and they like to call me out and say, oh, he makes fun of people, or he says this guy's not real, or he talks bad about this guy, or he's not a true believer, or he does this, or he does that, he does this. But if I wasn't here, they couldn't say we're under attack. This evil entity over here, we can't fight right now. We got to band together and all go at the Cold Beer Confessional. I've got IP addresses. I'm going to show up at people's houses. Delete. Getting rid of their videos after they realize they done fucked up. But yet, in his own statement, he says, they always say, this guy just makes fun of people, this guy just attacks people, this guy just goes after people. What does Jason Q call it then?
So who we gonna make fun of today, and who we gonna attack today?
So who we gonna make fun of today, and who we gonna attack today? Are you just mad because I'm funny? The only reason I exist to be a bad guy is so you look like a good guy. We don't allow cussing on our channel. But yet you go to another channel and speaking to a female, you're like, what the fuck do you want? Y'all big fucking idiots over there. We don't allow cussing on our channel. We don't give out hopium or fear porn. That's you guys. You guys are fearful. It's scared to go in Walmart. They got gates. They're gonna trip you up. Come on now. They do everything I do. They shower it in prayers and kumbaya and holding hands. And then they say, don't look over there. That's the evil guy. That guy's... Have you seen... Even beer's in his name. Plus he vapes. And he's tearing people down. His chat's really mean, but when I go on your channel, they're like, this guy didn't serve. I could tell. Oh, he's using his retarded kid to beg for donations. Come on. You don't see your chat? You don't see you? Jesus Christ, buddy. Y'all act like you don't know I'm holding up a mirror to you guys. I'm oblivious to it. Motherfucker, I am the mirror. I am the mirror. Without me, it's just y'all there standing around holding each other's dicks, waiting for somebody to come give you a pat on the back, a subscription, and buy some merch.
Who messed up? What?
I see Joe's always messing up. Is there someone else you had in mind?
Juice, you mean? Juice always mess up.
There's horse mouth Kamala. There's
Defender. I think she's playing hide and seek with the Marine Corps. At least she's trying, right?
So let's take a intermission because we want to bring Kelly on. She's got some.
I know I'm the good guy. I know I'm the good guy. We're just going to have to wait till they keep pushing the goalposts until there's a new election coming up. And they're like, oh, listen, guys, I know I started this on November 12th, 2020. But listen, November 11th, 2024 is the day he's coming back.
Being very exciting to talk about. A lot of people are looking for this.
It's already been an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care that people talk bad about me. I mean, that's literally what I do. The problem is in the hypocrisy. I don't let anybody talk about anybody's kids. My kids, your kids, whatever. Actually, a lot of times when someone has their kids on the channel, like a channel I'm reviewing, we usually skip it. I won't let chat talk about their kids. We just don't do that. Even Brad Barton's people, you know, the godly Brad Barton, preacher Barton today, had his people come and attack my children.
It was 5:55 just a minute ago.
A minute ago.
Look at it. When you said intermission, I'm like, start it. I'm like, whoa.
I think you guys hear what you want to hear. You twist it. Fucking bitch.
I've been running my mouth all day. Leave that.
Oh, you need 4 more minutes? Okay. All right. Okay. She needs 4 more minutes, so you have 4 minutes to talk.
Wait, she needs 4 minutes. What is she communicating with someone outside of the universe or the Galactic Federation? What's she doing?
So are there any birthdays in the house?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So let us know if you have a
It's a magic day.
And there's somebody that wants us to make a shout out to Craig Price. Hi, Craig Price.
What, Craig? What, Craig? You're fine on your day off.
And if you want to tell us where you're from.
Maryville, Indiana.
Ooh, September 2nd from Queen Elsie. Happy birthday. Next
Happy
week,
birthday.
the 14th, Jules Verne.
Happy birthday.
Happy early birthday. We got people in from Indiana, Minnesota, Arizona, Australia. Wow. Cindy from California, the Valley. We're from California. We're also in the Valley too. Ooh.
Idaho, Ohio,
Idaho,
Galveston area.
What child is this? Oh, you said Idaho. I'm gonna say Ida Pimp. Who are you making fun of today? Because you're no match for normal fucking people. So who are you going after today? I'd like to know.
Yeah, September 2nd. Happy birthday, Raptor Lily. North Dakota, Boise, Salisbury, North Carolina. I just made it sound like Salisbury Steak. Wisconsin, Cincinnati.
Then we have Kathy's son, Krager. His birthday is Friday, so happy early birthday. Jane, the 28th, happy birthday.
Ooh, Carol from Coastal.
Is Brad connected with Stone's Ministry? I've never heard him say Stone's Ministry. I did a lot of research on Brad back probably the first part of the year, January or whatever. Then he got so fucking boring, and I felt like I was going to church every time he come on that I quit. I just left. We still check in. By the way, you remember his gigantic news that Brad was going to announce, and then somebody got sick and he couldn't announce it, and then he was going to announce it, but Facebook took it down. Then he was going to move to his own website, but that was fucking broke. So then he was going to come back to Facebook and announce it, but that didn't work. And now he announced it last night. His gigantic news, he announced it all last night. You know what it was? His event this weekend can be live streamed for $17.76. Mind-blowing, I know. I was taken aback. I fell out of my chair. Metaphorically.
Birthday on the 17th. Happy birthday. Wow, so many birthdays this month. We got a lot of September babies.
Oregon, New South Wales.
Somebody said that about Ollie when I was on one of the super Christian grifter channels.
Who else we got? Philippines, Alberta, Canada, New Jersey, Florida.
Actually, I wasn't on that channel. They said that about Ollie when they were featuring something of mine on their channel. Well, it was the video about, hey, we're losing our home, we need help, and I kind of panicked.
Fargo, North Dakota.
Jenny's hubby, his birthday is the 9/11. That's a big birthday.
Yeah.
That's Jesus' birthday too, isn't it?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
9/11, that's Jesus' birthday too. Why you think the cabal did all that? Because Jesus.
Cocoa Beach, Florida. Okay, are we ready, Kelly?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Kelly,
mute
can we
everybody.
have the curtain, Maria?
Oh no, Kelly's here.
Oh yes, I'm sorry.
I can actually bring myself back on if you want, if you guys want to see me. So I'm not
Yes,
that
yes, we
crazy
want to
voice in
see
the
you,
back.
Kelly.
Okay, all right. Crap, give me a second.
In the
Hopefully
flesh.
I don't screw.
Kelly's got to run their show from the background. They kicked off Earl for this high quality content here. I would rather watch Earl sit in his chair for hours on end than this shit.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
There's old Sweater Meat Kelly.
Callers go. I need to bring the caller thing in real quick. It's very loud and obnoxious, so I'm just going to mute everybody for the 30 seconds it takes me to do this. It may be less than that, but Jason knows how annoying it is. Yeah, she's annoying. So I'm just going to mute everybody for a second while I do that, and then I'll come back in and I'll tell you about
We're
that
doing
thing.
call-ins, Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to share your stuff first. You want to do that?
Yeah, I just need to get
Yes.
that up and running. It's set up for a 2-hour window, so I just need to get it on.
My shirt's black. Thank you very much. This is the most riveting content they have the whole night. This is the only time Jason can freely just scream, I hate Jewish people over and over and over and over again, and nobody bans him.
For just a second.
The wash racing.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That loud voice is not there. Okay, so the thing that I just wanted to talk about really, really quick is it's National Preparedness Month in September. One Republic Network was able to pull some strings and get a connection with a preparedness company. It's called, that work?
Can you shoot up your gains a little bit?
Oh, again? Okay. Is that better?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
So it's patriotprepared.com. They have things like Kelly kettles. This is great stuff for especially people, whether you're homeowners and you have a lot of land, you're looking for some survival gear for that, time frame when we may be down or you're going to need food when we're not going to be able to access things. This is some survival gear stuff priced from low to high. You want a pallet of food to be dropped off by a semi at your house, that's an option. Or you want like a bucket.
Thank you guys, Mark and Carolyn. Again, prepper supplies because they're preaching the end of the world, but also Jason's preaching that there is no cabal left and we're all fixing to ascend. Very strange how they can both be. It's already won. The cabal's all rounded up. The only person left is Kamala. She's hiding from the Marines. Also, please start prepping. The end of the world is coming because Joe Biden is at the helm. We're all going to die in a fiery attack from the Taliban. It's going to be an intercontinental attack. They're going to fly their Blackhawks all the way over here. Never mind, they'll go bingo on fuel as soon as they get to the coast. They'll still fly over here, and they've got dirty bombs, nuclear suitcases. They've got them shoved up their ass. They'll be on commercial flights. They'll be launching Stinger missiles from the wings of inflatable airplanes. Buy your prepping food. Don't worry, Trump will be back next week, next month. This is a very big week. 9/11.
A Kelly kettle because you live in a condo and you're limited on storage, but you need to have something just in case for that time frame. That literally with the Kelly kettle you can get these little fuel canisters and you can light it on fire. You can boil water with it so it's safe if you need to get something from a creek or a stream or something that may not be trustworthy if we don't have water coming out of the pipes, or if you want to cook some food. Literally anything you could burn you can cook with this. So pine cones, grass, sticks, whatever you can find that could burn you can put in this thing and it'll.
Yeah, it's so A Kelly kettle is a rocket. You guys seen rocket stoves? A rocket stove is like well, hell, it's like this. A rocket stove is a way to burn fuel, where you have you can make them a couple of different ways, but sometimes a self-feeding rocket stove will be a tube. And you fill this full of sticks and grass and trash or plastic, and then down here in that tube is a hole, and usually some type of chamber, a bigger hole, and this is where the fire is. Fire, no. And that self-feeds. As it burns, the sticks fall down. But if you want to cook on a rocket stove, the better way to use it, the same stove, so let's say we have a round part down here and a hole, and then we have this tube coming out the top. Boom, boom. If you want to cook on it, maybe a better way to use it is to feed the fuel in here, keep pushing in and put the sticks in here, set a fire, and the heat will come out this way, and you can put something over top of it and cook. The reason they're so good is because they naturally induce a draft. So air is naturally pulled in and shoots out, and it's almost like having a decent sized fire. But you know how when you blow on a fire, how much bigger it gets? It's like having a fire and you're constantly blowing on it. It's a good rocket stove. A Kelly kettle just puts a water jacket around it like this. There's water all the way around this center tube that gets hot, so you can just put your water in here. It'll go all the way around this tube, and then it'll start to boil, and you'll have boiled water. That's what a Kelly kettle is. They've been around for a while.
It'll make it so that you can get food. So if you use the code ORN, you get free shipping. It doesn't matter whether it's a small product or one of the large ones. The large ones, the shipping is you're going to be saving hundreds of dollars, or it could be just whatever you're doing. But that code ORN works on the free shipping for everything. So that's something that I just wanted to let everybody know about, because this is a new thing and it's something that may be something we need soon. It may not be, but it's a new option for everybody, and I just wanted to throw that out there.
No, the cabal is done. Trump's winning. God Emperor, universal income, no food shortages. Why do we need prepping supplies? It's the end of the world as we know it.
That's really amazing.
That was all.
It is. Thank you. Oh, did you mention that the food from that place lasts 25 years?
Oh, I did not, but thank you. Yes, it does. Yeah, it absolutely does. And I just want to give, so when we first started doing colors with ORN, I had to, don't take this the wrong way, okay? I had to train my callers a little bit, the people that were calling in on how to deal with those things. So I'm going to kind of just do that with you guys. Don't get offended by this, but I just want everybody to kind of understand what the whole idea with the callers is to be able to get a question answered, but please try and not have a really long, drawn-out conversation, if possible, only to be fair to everybody. There are lots of people that, like on the last one 2 weeks ago that we did, there was at least like 15 callers left over that didn't get an opportunity to ask questions. And we'd like to try and get as many of them done as we can. So do try and be short and sweet. Totally understand, if you're nervous first getting on there, a lot of people get nervous. Don't be nervous. This is for you guys to be able to call in and communicate. But it's usually not story time. You know what I mean? And that's not to be offensive. So also, please understand that one of my jobs here is to keep flow going. So if I don't want these guys to have to do it, I will take the brunt of this. So if someone's getting a little long-winded, I may pipe in and just say, can you finish up real quick so that we can move on to the next one? Please don't be offended. I am not.
That's the way Mariah spent most of her time in high school. Hey, man, I know you're trying to pop in, but can you finish up right quick so we can move on to the next one?
I'm not trying to be offensive to you. I am not trying to be rude. I am trying to make sure that it's fair for everyone. I know that the last time we did this, some people were saying, can, let them talk. And I understand that, but if it's a question and answer time frame, this isn't that time. We do always try and provide other opportunities when we do some of the longer Q&As where you can have that really open floor to vent out and let some things out that we need. Because I also understand there's a lot of people that are watching that definitely feel lonely, that definitely feel like they don't have someone to talk to. And this is an open space that we all feel really comfortable in doing that. So sometimes that just comes out. And when it comes out, I'm not going to stop you in the middle of, somebody needing to get something off their chest. But if the conversation keeps rambling and you're into your third question, when this happens, but that's the way it's going to go. And I'm just letting everybody know up front. And it's so that the flow goes well. Everybody has a chance. Everybody's included. We call out the area code. I will never put out someone's full phone number. I never will. That's providing personal information. But I will call out the area code. When you do that and you hear your area code called.
This is Kelly. Kelly had her own show. She started with another gentleman who was a country music singer from the 70s. I don't know how else to describe him. The Crypt Keeper. Then she begged Jason to come on the show. Then she let Jason take over the show. Then she kicked off the Crypt Keeper because Jason didn't like him.
If you're watching on
now she comes on this show and runs other people's shows. And she talks about, she's like, what's so special about that cold beer guy? Because he can put the chat on the screen. I can do that. But she can barely run her own show. Half the time, Jason's fucking muted. All the time, Jason sounds like shit. Sometimes the screen works. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes their videos work. Sometimes they can't even run their own fucking show, and they're over here talking. Like, you can talk bad about me and be like, oh, he's fucking fat and bald, and he just makes fun of people. Check, and check, okay? But I will whip your fucking ass in putting a stream together. I am light years. I've already ascended to the stream gods. Okay, you're still back in 3D stream. By the way, Brian, when you walked in the background, they put the glasses on your face, and then for some reason on your tits.
Go from your computer that comes through as a delay.
But he couldn't keep up with the swing.
That other device and just listen to the phone, because you will be able to hear straight up, same real time, the conversation with us. Okay, is that good for everybody?
Kelly, can I?
No, he didn't type out. He fucking lit up, bud. He's chasing that dragon. You don't see that smoke down there in the corner? You don't see this trail of smoke coming up?
Can I ask a question? Would it be better if we invited people on to ask the question and then we...
My animations have more extra animations than your entire fucking stream has any character. You're a fucking box.
Release them to hear the answer with everyone else. That way they get the opportunity to ask their question, and then they can get back in line if they want to ask a second.
I can, and there's not a problem with that as long as people aren't going to be upset and yell at me for
I will take
off.
the brunt for that.
Okay.
And then I'll let them know what I think about that.
and we can kind of play around with this a little bit, but I understand that this is a group that's really new to the callers and the way that it kind of works using this third-party system and everything. It's a little different, but we wanted to make sure that this was an option here for you guys to utilize.
And last but not least, I do not look like a basketball-headed bitch, okay? That's not something that I'm going to admit to. Just when I take off my hat and my glasses and headset, doesn't make me look like a basketball-headed bitch. That's somewhere in you, okay? It has nothing to do with me. I'm a good guy, and I am beautiful.
As another alternative access to ask more questions to more people.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well,
so just don't
Jay,
be mad.
Maria, do you have an opinion as to how you would like it to go, kid? Do any of
I'm
you
just clowning around.
them to just show up, ask the question, and then be released? I mean, they can say, hi, this is so-and-so. Can you hear me? Mm-hmm. Oh, great. Here's my question. And then release. Do you guys want that, or do you want conversation?
Don't be so serious, guys.
Since it is a Q&A, that
7 hours of makeup for this.
most important, because through questions comes out a lot of information, and we do want to get to as many people as possible. And with stories, it's inconsiderate for not just yourself, but for someone else too. When people are waiting in line, you don't go to like Great America or Disneyland, get in line, and then you get right back into the front of the line to get onto the ride again.
Yes, Carlo.
Go to the very back of the line. It's just how it is.
It's your guys' call.
Unless you want his wristband things.
No, I mean Carlo.
Unless you want his wristband things, then you can do whatever the hell you want. Same.
So everyone good with the one question, and then we release the call.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but Mariah is basically our Earl. She's she's bedridden for 18 hours a day. And then when she does wander around, she's got a bad hip and a dry penis. She's got her own disabilities.
Defer that to you. We defer to you the decision.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
That's right.
So I'm just going to be the voice in the background, okay?
Okay.
All
Thank you, Kelly.
I bet you are.
Me too. Me too.
I'll just be the big tits who draws in the people to our other show.
Oh,
Nobody wants answers. What a shame.
Good one. Dave. Good one.
Someday.
Oh dear.
And someone says, and then ask them quickly, please.
Let's get it.
That's a good
Let's
point.
do this.
Can we please? That's
Oh dear.
What did they even say? What?
Please. We're not all at that level.
Hey, man, this guy plays shrooms right there. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, Jason's on shrooms right there. Whoa, 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 whoa.
So whenever anybody likes to call in, you guys can keep talking, or just let me know when you'd like to do calls.
Yeah,
No calls
okay,
right
so,
now. No calls yet.
I thought we had called right. Shit.
I got a million of these things. I even got one that makes me look like Doug from Frog News Network. And Mike. You mind to pray for more donations before we wrap up here?
What did we talk about? Oh, the Pope. Yeah. What are we talking about? That greaseball. Oh, yeah, I mean, let's face it. He's not a very nice person. He's not a person at all, actually. But that's okay. Catholics will understand in the end.
Yeah, I don't have I would say I need to up the cellulite a little bit, maybe more chins. But come on, I'm pushing my computer to the limits already.
Oh.
I can only render so much 3D.
Not you. No, so full.
So Maria, someone's asking, how are the floods over there? The rain.
Well, it's fantastic. It's all eased out now. So we've had wonderful sunlight. They did say tonight at about 10 p.m. that we're going to have more rain, but I'm looking outside my window and there's no rain. So it's very unpredictable, but it's good. Yeah, but there was a lot of places that were flooded, a lot of basements, subways like the one on 28th and 7th. But
Guys, I want to show you a super real photograph that Phil DeFile showed on his Telegram. Oh, for the new house. Thank you.
For the new house.
If you guys are interested in those type of updates, I'll probably make a short video or whatever. It seems like we took another big step towards a new house. Thank you very much, Mark and Carolyn. I appreciate it. It seems like we took another step towards getting the house. It's got to be getting closer now, guys. I know it seems like it's dragging on forever. Somebody called me a scammer. I think I know what fake account it was. They're like, "You're a scammer. You said that you were raising money to try to save the house you were in, and now you've already moved and looking for a new house." Well, yeah, we didn't save the house. That was part of it. We weren't even given the chance. It was jerked out from under us by a piece of shit who still thinks we're somehow banning him on TikTok, a child's app. But whatever. Anyways, here's a totally real photo. A totally real photo. That's not been edited in any way. Ba ba ba. Totally real. not edited in any way, shape, or form. I don't know how to be more clear. That is totally real and not edited in any way, shape, or form. Tried to send a donation from where? I mean, it's not enough information. What? Tried to send a donation where? Oh, I don't know if it's working. I got 10 6-packs. I need to, let me see if I can refresh those. I don't know if that one's working. It doesn't seem like it. Someone sent a donation for 10 6-packs that said, thank God it's not Jason's birthday. He has his pants on. Yes, Papa. And then I need to refresh it or something. Another one came in from Dwayne. Daphne. Please tell the kiddos they are the bee's knees. Take 2. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let me see if I can refresh that. I don't know why it didn't pop up for everybody. It should have, but I'll refresh that in just a second. Let me play this video.
We're back to so-called normal, if you can call it that. Yeah. So it's all good. So thank you for asking.
Well, it's yeah, I think it's just it's an O flag, right? Like the Q stick is literally not on there at all. And the way they edited it, the Q stick is not even on the flag. Yeah, it's Oregon. And then they just put this yellow ball. It's on the pavement. It's on the it's on the pavement. Part of the Q movement, guys. Infiltrators.
Whatever that was. Thank you.
That's really good to hear.
Okay, lots of calls now.
We're ready whenever you guys are.
It's Carol. Carol, call in. Carol.
Hola.
Who the hell is Carol?
Area code 253.
Oh, here we go.
This is our close unseen.
Yeah, I think those 2 donations didn't come through. The thank God it's not Jason's birthday, and then Daphne. Please tell the kiddos they are the bee's knees.
World,
I don't know why. Sorry about that.
On YouTube, I got a question for you guys. Have you guys heard of the Foxhole streaming app that you can stream your show on and make money and get your information out to more people?
I don't know if you guys have ever seen Foxhole. I don't remember how to get there. I don't want to... Oh, it's the Foxhole.app, I think. Okay. This is full. This is full of QAnon people. Absolutely chocked full. You couldn't squeeze any other type of person into this. Like, this is full of people. It is so bad. Everybody you think just might lean a little bit towards the Q conspiracy is here. They're live. They're streaming. Like, it's bad. For days and days and days, there are people on this thing. It's kind of like I would say like a knockoff Twitch, maybe. It seems like it's really set up for gamers, but it wasn't. You know, it was meant to be this right-wing political thing, but it's kind of like gimmicky, like for a child. Not as bad as like Trovo, where you're casting spells to donate, but still, it's a strange app for sure.
You have to there's a application process, and you
have to apply, and you have to be a true patriot, or they won't let you stream there. By the way.
.net, and then you can look it up and apply to put your channel there. And there's a lot of good people over there, Methods and Red Pill 78 and Woke Societies. All these people that got kicked off of YouTube. It's a streaming app for patrons.
Oh, see, Mark.
Like everybody that
take Carolyn with you. It should get us all drunk.
And it's a really good platform. And I just thought I'd ask you guys if you heard about it and if you would look into it for yourself.
One more time, that was called Foxhole?
Yeah, Foxhole streaming app.
Okay, thank you.
And Methods is the one who Him and a couple other people set it up through Phil.net.
What do you want out of there?
That's amazing.
And
What do you want out of there?
Yeah. And then one last question. Have you heard of Severe Anon, the rapper? The QAnon rapper? If you haven't, look up the song Venezuela.
I'll give you this organic toothpaste. Homegrown.
And listen to that
Damn
song.
it, Carolyn.
And then I'll let the next caller call in. That was my question.
Thank you.
Thank you, beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, that was lovely.
Anybody?
Yes.
She was perfect.
I ain't selling out to no one. Shit's free. I ain't making money on this. We mold the minds, not making money. Wake it up.
Area code 319.
Area code 319. You're on with Meth Head Meltdown. All right, I'm gonna jump ahead, guys.
Stuff like that. So now, what that did was now these governors, these bad governors, that pushed them to get Trump out even more. Because remember, Trump is the one that like holds all this together. These people still don't realize that 81 million people did not vote for Joe Biden. I mean, they were doing it at so.
If all this has to do with ascension and a new dimension and the Galactic Federation of space aliens from different planets and aliens and tunnels and babies, why the hell do we still need Trump? Isn't that something bigger than like a president? Any president. I'm not saying Trump was bad. I voted for him both times and in fucking 2 primaries. But aren't we bigger than that now?
In college games, fuck Joe Biden chance like crazy. President Trump shows up, it's like everybody's just like, I mean, even deaf people are screaming. It's like, it's great. I mean, everybody's having fun.
Deaf people can talk, Jason. What kind of fucking shot was that at deaf people? Even deaf people are screaming. Did you mean mute? Like a miracle? Like mute people made sound? What? Even blind people can hear his voice, man. Even blind people are like, yeah, sounds just like Trump. The fuck?
Up, it's like everybody's just like, I mean, even deaf people are screaming. It's like, it's great. I mean, everybody's
even deaf people are screaming.
Loves them. Biden, not a chance. And now they're all getting busted. Because it was a hot month in August. I know what they're thinking, but also they shut the bridge down last year in August. They're not going to last much longer. Counting down the days till these clones go out and everybody starts just dropping dead. They drop it dead. Or they just start throwing them in incinerators over in China. But September.
Throwing them in simulators or China, of course.
We have in the whole what the hell is it? I keep forgetting the damn name of that thing. That National Inoperable Nothing Can Stop What Is Coming deal. They have the NG 911 working group, and that's one of the task forces.
That makes sense.
So it put it as New Generation 911 working group, but when you look at NESARA GESARA 9/11, because remember it's supposed to drop on 9/11 at 10 a.m. I believe Eastern on September 11th.
Yep, the announcement for NESARA. Yep.
And it's a 20-year anniversary this year. So remember, everything's Delta's 4, 2. It's like, what if we have our Delta, and then we have the 20-year? What's it divisible by? 5. What's our 5/5? What if it's 2 20-year anniversaries?
Oh, it makes perfect sense.
There's a 5/5. It's just like everything's divisible.
Well, to be fair, if both events are having 20-year anniversaries, then they both happen on the same day. No?
Mathematical processes. Because you just can't go over and say.
Mariah was busy cussing the boys because they wouldn't go to sleep.
It's going to be kind of boring on them. They just want us to start like thinking about the numbers and also with the I don't know if anybody, they have these emails that have been going out. Let me pull one up for me, and they had to do with weather. I don't know if you've gotten them, Maria, but
I've had a lot of ABS, but it's been flood stuff. I haven't received anything else specific on weather.
And with these, I get them like twice a day, and the name of the website is. Wait for it. Come on, let's go. Where are you? Emergencyemail.org. Now, they sent 3 emails in a row.
Emergencyemail.org.
They sent one at 3:48 p.m.
By the way,
Then they sent one at 4:13 p.m.
There is I think it's quantum.gov. There's a quantum.gov website that tells you about like quantum computing and scientific shit that the government's doing. And then someone else bought quantum.us, I think, or .org, and started making claims that they were related to the .gov website. It was purchased by an account out of Canada, started making claims that they were related to that, and they were shut down. Now, I didn't think much of this. I just saw it where they shut it down, and people were like, they were telling us about the real quantum computing, blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking, no, someone hijacked the website and was trying to make claims that they were related to the United States government, trying to make it look legit, right? A couple days later, I found a video that was a couple months old of Charlie Ward and Jason Q saying that if you want to know more information on the quantum financial system, go to quantum.gov. Well, honestly, that's more of like the technical talk. You can go to quantum.org, and I'm featured there as the head of the QFS, and we have Jason there as well explaining it. Get the fuck out of here.
They sent one at 4:14 p.m. And why would you send like 3 of them? It makes no sense. Well, the first one on 9/7, it says severe thunderstorm warning issued September 7th at 4:45 p.m.
That's a clue.
Until September 7th at 5:30 p.m. It's like, well, it's like the 45 minutes, right? The 45 minutes right there also was the 45 minutes that they said in the first drop that Hillary Clinton.
Oh.
Remember they said 7:45 to 8.
Q's in charge of the tornado warning center at Jason's house.
30. And was it 10:30? Or yeah, 10:30. Well, now we look at these and you have a minute later, then they issue the severe thunderstorm warning September 7th at 5:03 until September 7th at 5:30. So that is a 27-minute difference, right? Where could we possibly find where 27 would come into play? I mean,
sorry guys, my clones are here.
I always think of the Popa, the their little thing they have with the fish. I should never move that stuff.
Excuse me, Jason, on September the 11th, I noticed that the General Assembly here at the United Nations is about to convene because they've been going around to residents that live, on 42nd Street. I'm kind of like on 42nd Street where the UN is, just forewarning and doing security checks with a lot of businesses. Do you think that there might be some sort of a trap that may be set, getting them all to come in. I have a feeling that some trap is going to be set and they're all going to be locked in and that's going to become a prison. Anyway, it's just my gut feel.
All these people not even from America, really fucking infatuated with America.
Because this is my sense of what's about to happen very soon.
No.
At the end of my street.
That's my former sugar mama.
Thanks for the laughs every night. Keep up the good work, cool face.
That was Cool Face from ex-Sugar Mama. Keep up the good work. Thanks for the laughs.
Hey, Beer Man.
Hey, Beer Man. Someone bought you 5 6-pack, says, pull my finger. Yes, Papa Beer Man. Thank you.
Oh. Who are they inviting in?
It's they have the General Assembly that meets at this time every year, and I thought it was very unusual, given that the United Nations has been closed and not really in operation, that they are going to convene this General Assembly, where everybody from around the world comes. Because one of the things I used to do each year for the General Assembly, the wives, I have a friend that used to take them for activities, and I did some talks for them, and that's how I know when the General Assembly is meeting. And it's been interesting because security has been going around, the parameter of 42nd Street where I am, up to 47th, and just asking questions and just making sure that people are not in the way on such and such a day, keep clear. And I just thought it was very interesting that they were meeting, and something my gut instinct was saying that the United Nations is going to be turned into a jail and they're just all going to be trapped. And this is the prime.
Are we sure?
They're all going to come in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And can't wait to see all that happen, Maria.
well, I'm going to be going to
My name is Legion, for we are many.
the end of my stream, taking video. Let me tell you, I'll be posting the videos from the United Nations.
She doesn't even fucking know what she's talking about, dude. She doesn't.
Next caller, when you're ready, Jay, I have a question from the audience who cannot call in.
All right.
Go ahead. Okay, let me pull it up. It's from Nigel, and he said, my signal is too bad to call. Can you ask Jay about Quentin Hubbard and the significance of 22?
Quentin Hubbard was 22 years old when they found him dead on October 28th, 1976 in Las Vegas. What else happened on October 28th, 2017? First Q drop. What was his name again?
3 days before Halloween.
Now, when we look through that some more, remember before we got on, there's a reason why that. Because remember when, remember they kidnapped, Elizabeth Smart, that whole kidnapping. Right? Now, it was just last year.
Wow, let's skip ahead again. I don't care what he's saying.
They also incorporate the Book of
Damn,
Enoch
it got
and
louder,
a lot of the
didn't it?
other sort of lost Bibles, so to speak. So my personal view is, yes, I was raised Greek Orthodox, but I've totally distanced myself. Also the fact that they are 501c3 exempt entities, and therefore they get the tax deductions and so on, exempt income. Their loyalties clearly lie with what the government tells them to do, and they're basically saying jump how high. So I've distanced myself. I'm really disappointed. Jason, I'll let you add more to that. Thank you.
So yes, it's hard to. There's not a lot of clips, or I would have like a mega cut of it. But they think Jason knows all, says all, always right, always accurate. To the point to where when I disproved his flat earth bullshit picture, he just comes on and says, here's a picture of your flat earth. Check it out right here. And they were like, are you sure? Where's the dome? This is probably a painting. Nope, it's a real picture. It's a real deal. Probably taken by the secret space program. That you can't deny this is a real deal. And they had doubts, but they stood down because Jason's always right. Jason's never wrong. Even when he's wrong, they just ignore it and pretend like they don't know any better. And I made my video about it, and no one wants to respond about it. No one wants to say a fucking word, because clearly it wasn't. It was a crater impact zone. I don't even know why he fucking used that, other than someone fooled him with it and sent it to him. But they will knowing better, they will shut down, shut up, and step aside just to let Jason take the lead so the chat and the blind followers, and apparently deaf too, don't get upset at him.
I mean,
yeah, the biggest issue is just Brad, Stephanie.
people are going to believe. I mean, as long as you know deep down it's like that you're for the betterment of mankind, that you're betterment for betterment for humanity. I mean, I don't care if you're worshiping a chipmunk. I mean, that could be the biggest mind blowing thing right there.
Unless you're a Jay.
Chipmunk. That would be kind of mind blowing. You never know though. So to go on computer anyways, it's like we're a simulation, and religions were just created just for division, to divide us.
So he simultaneously believes we're going through a spiritual light being transition to the next dimension and in reincarnation, and that everyone that died from 2015 to the current day is going to come back on the day Trump comes back, right before we, ascend into the next dimension, and they're going to still be alive, 2015 to today, and also believes that we're in a simulation. I don't know how his simulation theory works, but it's not like any other I've ever heard. Simulation theory is really interesting to me, too. I've heard a bunch of fucking theories on it.
Because if we're all God, then what the hell do we need religion for? You don't need it. What?
Oh, we're all God. But yeah, you still rounded up a bunch of Christian conservatives and altered their views, but we're all God. Sound familiar? Well, like Scott McKay says, we'll all be doing Jesus magic. All of us.
Is right in the middle of religion. Lie. Just like believe. Lie.
Because Brad does not put large amounts of his own money in. He says he does put enough in to say, I've spent a lot of money. The whole goddamn website he built was only $6,000. Like, I hate to bust your bubble, and if you build a website, you're going to say I'm full of shit. But I charge small businesses for a long page website. A long page website is only one page. It's got a menu at the top, and if you click like about or something on the menu, it just scrolls down to wherever that section is. A single page website, a long page, for a small business with photos that I take and come out, and I write the about section, I write the services, and I write the contact, and I write all that shit for them and put it all in with good pictures, high quality, and start them with a basic SEO package, search engine optimization package. I would get $4,000 for. He only paid $6,000 for his and expected to have hundreds of thousands of people on it all at once, all with live chatting. He wanted moderators. He wanted the ability to ban. He wanted the ability to donate. He wanted the ability to interact with the chat, have it on screen, live stream, host his videos. For $6,000, you couldn't even buy the fucking server rack that shit would have to fit in. Are you kidding me?
That's all it is. All lies.
All lies.
Personally, I mean, like I said, I would definitely invest in this book because it holds a lot more truth than the other one. A lot.
Yes. I'm sorry if I've upset anybody that's orthodox.
I honestly think they went, like, okay, when I go to buy a website, I go to like Bluehost or domain.com or whoever's running a deal, or one of my buddies, like that's a YouTuber, has a sponsorship with, I'll use their link and host a website. Now, what's that's made for is I know I'm not big. The total number of people that might be on my website at once is maybe like fucking 5, I don't need fucking densely packed server access for people coming on. I think they went to GoDaddy and said, oh, well, we can just buy, Brad's Big Dick right here, bradsbigdick.com. And they just bought it. And then they tried to put, 200,000 people on there in the matter of 3 minutes. And that was it.
works, but I look at actions. I look at actions, and actions speak louder than words, and they're not godly actions. When a religion infringes on someone's free will, and as I discovered recently from a gene decode, Moses actually was delivered 12 commandments, not 10, and one of them was the law of choice.
Oh, Moses actually was delivered 12 commandments, not 10, and one of them was the law of choice. You guys remember that, don't you?
And they're actually infringing on that law of choice, as far as I'm concerned, when they're telling you that you must do this and so on. So anyway, look, I hope that...
So how convenient that we just found out that there were two more commandments to the 10 commandments. It was actually the 12 commandments. And we just found them 3 days ago. We just found out. And both of them have to do with the vaccine. How convenient. Thou shalt take no other Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, or Pfizer before hydrochloroquine and me, I think was one of them. And the other one, of course, the law of choice.
Is that, and again, I don't mean to offend anybody. It's just my personal opinion.
Jesus Christ, people.
And I will offend them because Moses was why is Moses the one in the House of Representatives pointed out forwards with all the other reliefs on the sides? The 11 on this side, 11 on this side. The heads above the doors. The one sticking out facing forward is Moses. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Moses was with the Hebrews, right?
Yep.
It's in the Bible of the Holy Church of Amphetamines.
The Khazarian, the whole Maccabeans, letting evil in and everything like that. The Hebrews are no good, guys. They're not good.
Yeah. So Kelly is just Jason's CIA handler from afar, but she was kind of slacking, and he was fucking up his microphone, and occasionally he was nodding out on stream. So they sent that guy named Chili to go live with him as his one-on-one handler.
You know what? They just sit here and you think like the whole like with Constantine and with it, except it's right now, buddy. It made everybody else feel good. It's like, I mean,
I think it's going to cause one or two things, and I don't sell food buckets, so do what you want with this information. I think it's either going to backfire and fail because there are a lot of private businesses already that are standing up and saying, I won't do this. And it seems like there are also a lot of private businesses that are suffering from the people who won't do this. They're losing all their employees when they mandate shit like that. Or, so it's either going to backfire and fail, and company businesses are like, no, we're not fucking doing that. Fuck you. My guys are coming in. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. Or, if the government still pushes it, well, then that stops our production, our means of production, our manufacturing, our food, or everything you need, right? If there's nobody to show up to turn your power back on, or to keep the water running, or to stock the groceries, I just don't think, especially like down in the South, I don't think they're going to have enough people that'll say, okay, yeah, that's what we're doing, a mandate. Well, I just need to keep my job. They'll say, fuck you, sounds like a vacation. I ain't job scared. And then when businesses go under because they can't have employees, somebody in my in a different group I'm in, over my Discord server, said that she works in HR, and let's see if I can find it right quick, and I'll read it to you. And she said, look, I'm not trying to make a prediction. I'm not nothing. I'm just telling you about my experience. Let's see if I can find it. Ba ba da ba ba ba. Oh, I think I'm getting close. I think. Hold on. Not gonna work out. Oh, here it is. Don't panic yet. Again, you know, she's no expert, blah, 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 but she just says for the past couple of months, I have been calling out on a contract selling shit to HR directors. Part of the sales process is to find out what their problems are. That's how you sell something. Like, what are your needs? What are your issues? Blah, blah, blah. But it's finding out what their problems are and then beat them over the head with it. All I have heard for the ones with the mandate in place is the entire fucking staff has quit. All without exception. The business that requires these are folding or losing all their workers, blah, blah, blah. They're unable to conduct business anymore. Everyone has already shown that this will not work. And I personally believe that we're going to see a steep dive in the number of new people because the people that were going to get it have already gotten it. And the people that are not going to get it are not going to get it. And you might have some crossover. Somebody's like, I really need this job, man, or I really need this, or I really need that, but not nearly as many. All of them quit. I talked to an HR director today that had a heads up that this was coming, and they screamed at me on the phone, and you know what? I fucking quit too, and then slammed the phone down and hung up on me. Y'all get your supplies because this will bring a final collapse possibly. There will be no one manning the ship anymore. This is already true in most government offices that I've been talking to. They're quitting as well. Then it says, let this bitch burn down. We can rebuild it. I don't think they're going to get the response they think. There are some people that'll be like, oh my God, I got to feed. But if you get 5 or 6 people together, it's already too much for a lot of small business or medium-sized businesses. It don't take every person there. It takes a certain number to where they're no longer able to operate and there's no one to fill those positions. They're already having trouble hiring. They're already having trouble getting reliable people. They're probably pushed to capacity and the materials are shoddy coming in. They're paying extra. They got a lot of demand going out. They can charge more, but they're really working their people hard, and then they try to push something else on them and a core group of people leave. That'll shut that motherfucker down in a heartbeat.
Anyways,
Exactly.
maybe it's just one big test to see if you will actually trust yourself and believe in yourself and not have to look outside of yourself for some outside force to say, hey, you fuck up a lot, but I'll help you. It's like, you have to help yourself. If other people need help, you help them too. But you always make sure that you're taken care of. It's just what you got to do. But it just gets humanity. I mean, we weren't created to sit here and be these, animal killing barbarians because, really can't say anything about the ones behind us killing us and hunting us if we say to them. Can't do it. We're hypocrites. And we know the Hippocratic Oath. Doctors only take that. So
Yes.
Oh,
the doctors don't take it.
Adams would be John Quincy because he actually was the first politician to actually fall under the anti-Masonic movement.
But immigrants are more likely to distrust the country and refuse anyways.
Back in the early 1800s. They hated Masons back then too. That's why, when people drink Captain Morgan, I wonder who Captain Morgan is. The one that badmouthed the Captain William Morgan is the one that badmouthed the Freemasons and said that he was going to publish all their books. Well, Captain Morgan went on a trip. He never came back. They still never found him. But hey, cheers. Love it.
Okay, so I would like to address something. We set up certain guidelines.
No gushers.
Adhere to them. If someone has great information like that, of course we want to hear it. But there's a time and a place. For example, if they had talked to us, we would like to have them on the show to share what they know, and then there would be no rush. How awesome would that be? But if we allow them, then we're going to allow Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Susie, and Paula to come in and whine about their life too. Now,
they're even trying to blame the nursing shortage on burnout. And I'm sure there's a lot of nurses burn out. 10 to 1, 100 to 1. I've probably heard from nurses that are just like, I'm not doing that. I'm not taking that. They can't force me. I was a hero 3 months ago, and now suddenly I'm this piece of shit super spreader. I'm not doing it. So I think they're going to have real trouble keeping that going.
One may have an issue with one and not the other, but this is setting good boundaries. We have set a healthy boundary. And if you need to see that we want the show to run smoothly, and we're doing our best to make sure that it does.
That's why we do math.
For those of you who are upset and cannot see that, go within. Look at your own boundaries.
Don't go within. Come over here.
Babe, can you take care of that? There's something popped up. Okay. And done. How much time do we have?
15 minutes.
Okay. Maria? Jay, is this a good time for Maria to share her stuff?
They're not gushers yet, Jane. Hush. Damn.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to add to the book club and just bring 2 documents to people's attention. And I also wanted to bring this to Jason's attention in terms of
look at that baby alien.
Twitter and everybody, and when our galactic brothers and sisters are going to appear. And they are saying that they're going to appear for 2021 between September the 22nd and December 21st. So I leave that food for thought for you people.
By the way, also, good luck forcing it on auto manufacturers, steel mill workers, class 1. Good luck forcing it on a company that has a good, strong union. Good fucking luck. If I know, I worked for a class 1 railroad. I've been through union negotiations. If it ain't on the fucking paper, you can't make me do it. Trust me. I saw so many people say that's not my job. You can't make me spread salt on the steps. You can't make me shovel some snow. You can't make me walk over here. You can't make me take out the trash. You can't ask me to do it. Is that my job title? Is that in my contract? Good fucking luck.
Because they did communicate through a Twitter account. Okay, so I wanted to bring to everybody's attention that this document was released.
They'll have to put it in negotiations. I swear they will. They'll have to put it in negotiations. Forcing it.
It's the AMA COVID-19 guide. It's absolutely disgusting. It talks about how people, the doctors, can actually lie, and instead of
new hires is somewhere they can fuck with, right? Because you sign a new hire. Well, it depends on how it's set up, because at like the class 1 railroads, some of them they could force it on new hires because they come in under a special 90-day contract that's written right then, and after 90 days you go on the main contract, a union contract. But other class 1 railroads, you come right in under the training portion of the brand new contract, and they can't force it on them. I mean, I guess they could technically choose to hire you, but if the union caught wind of that, the union could fight that too. That's a form of discrimination.
Saying that someone died from COVID, they just call it hospitalization rates. So in other words, this is a document of how the doctor can lie about anything that's happening in the hospital. So if people need evidence of how the COVID numbers were altered and how words can be used to manipulate, please have a look at that document. We also had the release of Election 2020 Grassroots Canvas Report. So this is an independent report on the Maricopa County election results, and they found 173,104 lost votes. They found 96,389 ghost votes. It's an actual shocking report. And again, it points, Jason, to the point that, of course, President Trump won. So interesting if people want to read that. So I'm going to quickly go to the book clubs because I'm just conscious of the time. So following on from what
that is scary, Katie,
the
for
first
sure.
book that I have is The Greatest Lie Ever Told. The Origins of Anti-Semitism from Jesus to Constantine. So here it is. Jason, you must have been reading my mind today before I got on. So I will put that in the High Vibes Up Patriots thing at the end of the show. So guys, read this and you will find a lot of the information that Jason spoke about. Jason also spoke about music, and he alluded to the fact that that can be used to manipulate. So I have this other book, Introduction to the Sociology of...
I can't stand her. Her voice is sharp and it hurts my ear.
But anyway, it's in the yellow book, guys. It's definitely in the High Vibes. Very nice.
That'll be at what, 3 o'clock, right, Kelly? Yeah. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Australia's fighting back because they had them all underground. They were set in stone. Don't worry. America's
well,
not.
I kind of think the hospital unions were the hospital workers staff unions were kind of fucked from the get go because they already make. There's already writing in there to where like they mandate the flu shot unless you're pregnant or have this exemption, and they mandate this, and if there's any type of infectious disease, they've already got mandated treatment. So like if in their contracts, if you get exposed to fucking SARS, you've got to comply and be locked down and do this treatment. You can't go AMA or you lose your job. I think their door was so wide open, but like the railroad don't have that, the steel mill don't have that, the fucking other place, most of them don't have that.
We're ready to make some grass grow. We're just waiting for right. We don't have to. Yo, Donald Trump's got this shit.
The problem with me is like my dad made a choice that there may be issues in 10 years, but if he catches COVID, he doesn't have 10 years, okay? He's got congestive heart failure, COPD, he used to smoke, he's had heart surgery, he's got 6 stents, he's overweight, he's diabetic, he got all the issues, right? He made a choice to take it, knowing that there's something might happen later on, something might not. I don't know. There's no long-term studies. They don't exist because it hasn't been long-term yet. But the motherfucker doesn't protect him from anything. He was afraid to go to the shot. He was afraid to go to the doctor today because he's afraid he'd catch COVID. They're already coming out with a fucking 4th booster in Israel and saying anybody who's only had 3 and not 4 is considered unvaxxed. Like how many boosters are there going to be? Is this just a cycle until you die? Because I don't want to be on that crazy train at all.
Kill them all. Put out some clones.
No, they're still not waking up, Jason, in Australia, especially in Sydney. I'm in absolute shock. I don't know what to say anymore. Even with that, everything that's happened.
I mean, I would understand people's points, especially like right now. I understand the elderly and sick points, the immunodeficiency points. I understand those things for why you might want to step forward and go ahead and do it, sorta. But I would understand their point better, and I would even understand the point of like me. I'm 32, right? 32, and younger. I'm kind of overweight, but I'm not super out of shape or nothing. I don't get real sick, and like even when I get the flu, it's not bad. Colds are not nothing really affects me super bad, right? I do pretty good. Rarely go to the doctor. Nothing's really wrong with me. But if it does, if you could show me like you take 1 and 2 and you can't get it, cool. But you show me 1 and 2 and we'll see what happens. And 3 and we'll see what happens. And 4 and we'll see what happens. Hell no, fuck that.
Why don't you
take my chances.
I love Vegemite. I ate Vegemite. I'm awake.
Vegemite. That's what you do. I'll tell you what, they'll start raising hell then.
No, I know. Take it away from them. Take their twisties, take their Tim Tams, take their Vegemite. Maybe them. Well, the shelves are close to empty. Everybody's telling me because they're taking pictures because of the truckies, blockade and whatever. And still, I'm not seeing them waking up, which is quite funny. Another document link that I'm going to give a kid in Canada.
Jesus, stop talking, lady. Your microphone's awful.
Good practice for everybody to go into with asking that self question. Is it the releasing or the letting go that I need to make?
The difference between fatherhood and a one-night stand.
Oh, you bad boy, you.
Bitch.
Oh, dear.
I know.
Victims, we are victors.
It's a second.
Mhm.
Yes.
I guess.
Appreciate every one of our mods. Thank you so much. We love every one of our HVU family members.
That's right. Even those ones that have died since 2015 and are planning on coming back later.
We love Maria.
We love it.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you to everybody watching. Thank you, Kelly, Jason, Kid, Candy, everybody.
Thank you all, and we'll wish some more health tomorrow.
May you be blessed.
I know.
Yeah.
Anything last things before we go?
Yeah. I'm talking.
All right, guys. Tonight I'm going to end early anyways because I didn't really have a whole lot of content. I just figured we'd check in on Jason Q. I got 2 Galactic Gregs I got to go watch through and pull clips out of for Jason Q stuff. But there's one video I wanted to show you because I thought it was funny. I'm not giving any medical advice or telling people to do this. I just thought it was funny. Joe Rogan's like, am I going to have to sue CNN because they won't shut up? This is a pretty funny video. We'll watch it right quick, and then we'll wrap up.
Well, if it isn't old horseworm Rogan. I'm glad you're well, man.
Bro, do I have to sue CNN?
I don't know. Do you?
They're making shit up. They keep saying I'm taking horse dewormer. I literally got it from a doctor. It's an American company.
Mm-hmm.
They won the Nobel Prize in 2015 for use in human beings.
Yeah.
And CNN is saying I'm taking horse dewormer.
Yeah. What? So
they must know that that's a lie.
Well, there's a lot of people saying it.
Right, but a lot of people can say it.
Okay.
Like the internet says it. Who cares?
Sure.
But CNN is saying it. Like Jim Acosta.
I meant like USA Today, a few other
yeah,
and they're talking about ivermectin.
Yeah.
Right? So
well, if it isn't horse dewormer Joe Rogan.
What? Because I don't know. I just saw so much news about you. I mean, I would talk to you and check on you and see if you're all right. And you're like, you threw the kitchen sink at it. You said, which was stuff that you took IV drips and was it
monoclonal antibodies.
And what is monoclonal antibodies?
It's the shit they gave Trump.
Okay.
Oh, I can't play that music. Sorry. Imagine that music playing right now. Da 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 da. Boom. Down, 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 da 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 da. Anyways, I think it's funny that he's taking a prescription drug prescribed by his doctor, which, let's be honest, Joe Rogan's at celebrity status. Whatever he asks his doctor for, as long as it's not something that's going to literally kill him overnight, his doctor gives it to him. But still, he got a prescription for it from a doctor. He went and got that prescription filled, and CNN's running around saying, oh, and now even Joe Rogan's taking horse dewormer. Whatever. They're clearly playing a narrative there. But thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for the donations. Sugar Mama $10, Mark and Caroline with 25, 30 Cal Gout, starting it off with 15. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. And then over on Buy Me a Coffee, sorry those alerts didn't go off. I did refresh it, but it was too little too late. Let me refresh that one time so I can read all the names. We had someone bought you 5 six-packs. Pull my finger, beer man. That was the only one that popped up. And Diane Daphne, please tell the kiddos they are the bee's knees. Take 2. Thank God it's not Jason's birthday. He has his pants on. Yes, Papa. That was from someone. Thank you for those donations. I appreciate it. We will put it towards the house. If you asked to put it to the house, I appreciate that. It looks like we're moving forward. Maybe one of the hurdles is going to be, how much cash we have on hand, but we're working on that as well. And thank you guys for joining us tonight. I'll be in the Telegram. I do have a show that I was working on. I just got wrapped up in other things, didn't get to finish it. Tried to push it to the last minute, then had something else pop up. So sorry, we just kind of watched Jason and made fun of him, but that's what I had for tonight. So thank you guys. Everybody have a good night. I appreciate you being here, and we'll see you in the next one. If you need me, hit me up on the Telegram. Hit me up in a direct message on Discord. I try to check them pretty often as long as I'm around the camper and have service. And we'll see you guys later.
Man, I can't talk to you now. Why do people call me while I'm on? No. Shut up.
Thanks for joining us, Dark Matter.
And
Here we go, I think I started some shit.
Yeah.
It's some off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the face, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. It's some off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the face, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet.
And yeah. Woo, woo. And Mars in the house.
Hey. The jab. Pine needle tea.
Underground Doms save the children.
Social Security card claims, birth certificate claims, Vatican Tunnel.
Medbed.
Martial law.
1745. 10 Days of Darkness. Digging tunnels. Dogecoin. The Evergreen. 19. Vaseline. Boom. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Well, Johnny, you can go to Mommy's basement. The Nazis were working with the reptilians.
Here we go, I think I started some shit. It's some off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Ain't seen none yet.
We are now the news.
Yeah, please hit the like button on your way out. Everybody, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good night.
You don't have the fork and balls. You don't have the balls.
Okay, Scott. Here we go, I think I started some shit. It's some off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. And they say that I'm a lunatic. Well, listen, bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6th sense for the stupid shit. Where my true believer? Y'all need Jesus. Praise the Lord and head to the extreme. All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worshipping drums, cocking, begging for a throat deposit. Swinging fucking meat hammers like Thor in a thong. He's strapped to the shaft, beating his chest like he's King Kong. Starving for attention, I'ma make your gut burst. I'll be your Huckleberry, I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard people, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk. A retard in a vest, climbing up 5G towers. Cause you told him if he did, he'd get fucking superpowers. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. I used to find clues too when I was high on shrooms. I found myself a tunnel that led to Jason Q's bedroom. Open his closet, I found some of his meat rockets. I strapped them to my shoes and then I flew through the roof. I found myself in orbit strapped to an F-16. High on amphetamine, with Trump in between. Put on a light coat of baby oil and saluted the troops. He tapped me on the shoulder and said, "This is gonna be it." Whoa, wait. Stop. What? I'll get my files. Wait, what are you doing? Stop. Hold on. Fucking stop. Dude, come on. Seriously. This is my mom's an alcoholic. Give me a... Oh, my God. Damn it. we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Round 3. Down goes Nino. Please say it isn't so. Got him backed up on the ropes, trying to ram it down his throat. Now things are getting rocking, he was doing so well. It's all over, hands on his shoulders, they ringing his bell. You got Frog News Network doing no damn research. They be working copy on